Into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Saka, score! Bruins win! Pasternak, score! The Bruins win! 2-1 in overtime! Shot, score! Saka! First one, score! Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up. Hello everybody, happy Sunday night. We got some Sunday night hockey for you. I really hope so. For the Bruins, a lot of changes. Geeky, Lindholm, Pasternak, Husnudinov, that should say Zaka, I'm so sorry. Zaka Arvidsson, Jeannot Minton Isamont, Beecher Corelli Kastelik, no Casey Middlestat tonight. Lorai McAvoy, Harrison Peak, Zadorov Yokihari with Korpisalo in net. Hampus Lindholm out again tonight. For the Mammoth, it's Clayton Keller, Barrett Hayton, and Nick Schmaltz. Logan Cooley, J.J. Paterka, and Dylan Gunther. Jack McBain, Lawson Krause, and Michael Carconi. Kevin Stenlund, Liam O'Brien, and Brandon Tanev. Defensively, Sergachev and Simashev. Schmidt and Marino. Cole and Mata with Vanacek in net. Seriously? Why? Wi-Fi and I are really gonna have issues tonight. Are you serious, dude? I understand it's dropped 36% over the... Dude. I understand. It's not my fault. The Wi-Fi is being a pain, and it's not my fault. That's the Dean difference they preach about. Shitty Wi-Fi. Yeah. Let's hope they fix it. Because it's not affecting my streaming on the TV. That's for sure it's not. It's not affecting my phone. That's for sure. And it says, I'll show you. It says I have 3 bars of Wi-Fi. Bullshit. Anyway. Let's do it. I'm gonna do something here. That's why. That's why. Megabits per second. Internet connection is slow. 6 megabits per download, 36 megabits upload. That's why. My internet connection's slow. That's Dean for you. We'll run it again, just to see what it looks like again. And it just keeps going backwards. Well, it looks better. Alright. Well, hold on a minute. It's looking better now. Okay. Alright. Alright. Nope, maybe, nope. It's fast. Okay. It says it's fast now. So it's a big old crapshoot. Pay for your Wi-Fi? No. I don't pay for my Wi-Fi. Thank God I don't. But now my TV's laggy now. Well, there we go. Fixed itself. God. What to do, man? What to do? They you know what's funny? They ran Wi-Fi. They had the Wi-Fi was down for like 8 hours earlier in the week because they were patching it. It didn't fix anything. That's the sad part. It didn't fix a thing. Ugh. Bruins in Utah at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City tonight. Hopefully, Wi-Fi booster. Don't have those. Those aren't allowed on campus. Why? I have no idea. First period here on YouTube is brought to you by Uno Overlays, the easy way to overlay, as we're going to get things started here between these two teams. at Delta Center. Bruins' second ever time in Utah, losing in overtime last year to the Mammoth. Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds up down the stretch. Puck is popped up and it lands in the Utah bench. Up and out of play. What's up, guys? How we doing, chat? Hopefully it holds up. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. Donations are open. Cooley waved out of the draw against Lindholm. It'll be Dylan Guenther on the faceoff. The ring general. Or the puck general. Not sure. Bruins get the puck off the faceoff. Lohrei dumps it in deep around the net. Lindholm tied up there by Dylan Guenther. Played it around Logan Cooley. Lohrei keeps it in. Shot of the net. It just got fought off there by Vitek Vanacek, the goalie for Utah tonight. No Casey Middlestat. Marat Husnadinov's in for him. Middlestat's a healthy scratch. Lohrei looks, fakes. Left side in the circles. Pass in front for Pastrnak. He couldn't get a pass cleanly. No call on there. That puck goes out of play. What are you watching the game on? I'm on Fubo. I am on Fubo. Detected frames. Okay, they're going down. Okay, good. So we're slowly getting better. Jeez, that's what the ding is for. It's the drop frames per every 2 minutes. It's gone down. That's good. Your eye surgery went well. That's good to hear. Glad to see. I'm glad to hear that. That's in 360s, like 15 seconds behind you. I've noticed that it's faster on phones than it is on TVs or laptops or tablets. Not really sure why that is, but it is. Zacha, Husnadinov, Arvidsson's the second line tonight. Zacha, the center. First time playing center this year. Now it's Clayton Keller in the neutral zone. Broken up by Zadorov. Utah's offside. They have to tag up. Here comes Zadorov in the neutral zone. Has it going from right to left. Zadorov across the line. Getting through Marino. Marino gets it back. Zacha ties it up. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Zadorov touch pass through. Utah had too many men on the ice there. They almost played the puck. Puck played up ahead. Jack McBain gets it past Victor Arvidsson in deep. Now it's Jordan Harris played along through Andrew Peak. Puck comes to Tanner Jeannot. Jeannot over to Harris. Puck dumped in wide. And it's an icing against Boston early on, minute 40 in. Game on Tuesday should be fun. Yes, it will. It will indeed be fun on Tuesday because, guys, it is indeed going to be a very important night. It is going to be rivalry night on Tuesday. You'll see a little bit more of that later on the stream tonight. Rivalry night, a new format to the live streams with the Saturday Night Showdown presentation Tuesday, 7 p.m. on 7:30 p.m. here on YouTube. That puck came to Korpisalo. He'll smother it. 25%. So they're not going down as they're still going down pretty much. Minton will take the draw against McBain. Minton wins the draw. Harris plays it up ahead. This is going to be another Bruins icing. Minute 51 in. Yeah, 7:30 start on Tuesday, and that's because it is going to be it is an ESPN exclusive game on Tuesday. That game will be on ESPN, cable ESPN, not just ESPN Plus, although we'll be on there too. McBain against Minton again. McBain wins the draw. Olimata puts it in deep. Jack McBain behind the net. Centering pass in front, broken up there by Isamont. Moved up glass. This puck's going to come down. Jeannot going to race for it. No, Jeannot beat him. Jeannot beat him. That's not an icing. Jeannot beat him, and he's upset about it. And the ref's not going to hear any of it. Jeannot beat him by about at least a half a step, no? I mean, Isamont shouldn't be throwing that puck down the ice like that, but Jeannot beat him. Yeah, he beat him. He beat him. Wow, that's a bad call. Jeannot beat him. Bruins have 3 icings in the first 2 minutes of the first period. That's not great. Although that shouldn't have been icing. Still 2 in the first 2 minutes isn't great. Any icings isn't great, really, in any situation. Schmaltz, Marino into Keller. Has it down low. Third line out there against top line for Utah. Schmaltz to the point. Schmidt one-timer. Blocked by Jeannot. Rebound in front. Keller's shot's blocked. Barrett Hayton for Keller. Drop feed. Schmidt over to Marino right side. Here is Schmaltz right circle. Fakes the shot against Jeannot. Kept into the corner there by Harris. 2.5 minutes in. Puck kept in. Jeannot forces it into the neutral zone. Now here is Isamont. He will get it in the zone. He'll get it to Minton. Minton walks in. Minton shot's blocked. Isamont gets it back. His shot saved by Vanacek on a try from Isamont. Bruins getting the first shot of the night. Minton. Into Isamont down low. Spinning off of his man. Isamont trying to bank it in front for Beecher. Couldn't connect. Beecher having the only Bruins goal last night on a tap-in from McAvoy. Here comes Beecher. Quick re-entry from McAvoy. Beecher's shot and a save by Vejmelka. Beecher with two shot attempts early on, and a good save by Vanacek on Beecher. Shout out, new sub here. Thanks for the content and like. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Offensive zone draw for the Bruins here. It'll be Corrali taking the draw. Tied up. Puck comes to Beecher off the face-off. Played around the net. McAvoy pinches. Puts it in deep for Beecher. Puck banked in front, and it went off his stick. Trying to almost got to Corrali unintentionally, and Kevin Stenlund took it away. We have a fight. It's Kastelik and... Is that Liam O'Brien? Oh, boy. First Bruins scrap of the year. Kastelik works him over with the right hand. Both guys' right arms are free. Oh, Kastelik, 2 shots up and under. Kastelik working him over. He's got the size advantage in both the height and the weight department. Kastelik caught him with a huge right. Another. Third right. And the tackle. Mark Kastelik with a fight, the first fight of the year. You can tell he's pissed off, and rightfully so. They just talked about it and dropped it center ice. You gotta love that. Wow, good for Kastelik. First fight of the year. That went at least a good 45 seconds. That's a good tilt. That's going to be 5 minutes each, but 5 minutes well worth it for Kastelik taking down Liam O'Brien, who's another tough customer. Puck comes in front, saved by Korpisalo. We have a stop. The Bruins will have a penalty here. What's the call here? It's going to be a power play for the Mammoth, as it's going to be Elias Lindholm for hooking. They're going to say he tugged on Gunther. Yeah. I mean, a little bit of a sell job, but yeah. I mean, I'm not going to deny that wasn't a penalty. It was. Yeah. I mean, he got his stick in there. Kind of got a little too close to the midsection. Face-off tied up. Utah gets it. It's Keller. One-timer fought off. I have Nesson 360p right now on my screen. I can't really see what's going on. The Bruins have the 4th best penalty kill in the NHL. Corrali will clear it down in the neutral zone. There we go. So here is O'Brien. So Lindholm will get called for hooking in the first 4 minutes of the hockey game. Schmaltz across the line. Puck comes to Keller. Over to Sergachev at the center point. Here is Gunther for Keller. Keller. He has it again. Out to Sergachev at the right point. Back to Keller down low. In the corner. Waiting for a tap-in. Doesn't have anything. In front for Schmaltz. Pops up. It's in. Nick Schmaltz. Power play goal. Utah is off to the 1-0 lead. It banks over a defender and in. And it's 1-0 Utah. Let's see what happened here. Was this savable for Korpisalo? Before I make a judgment, I want to see. That puck came, so Keller was waiting. Zadorov pinched, off peak, and Korpisalo had no idea where that went in. That went off peak and in. Man. Oh, that went off Logan Cooley. It's going to be Logan Cooley's goal. Schmaltz hit it off Cooley's back and put it in. He has no idea where that is. What are they doing here? What's the holdup? Okay, nothing. Marco Sturm deciding not to challenge. McBain kicked out against Lindholm. Kraus wins it against Lindholm. Kastelik had to go off because I think his jersey is ripped, so you have to go get repairs on his jersey. McAvoy plays it around. Utah keeps it in behind the net. Carcone gets beat by McAvoy. Lindholm trying to send it ahead. He'll get it out of the zone. This puck's going to go all the way down. Will not be icing Marino against Geekie. Marino beats Geekie. Here is John Marino. Over to Simashev. Now, cross-ice bank pass. Puck comes to Kraus off the boards. He puts it in deep. Here is Carcone out to Marino. His fires a shot on the net. Goes wide of Korpisalo. Played in deep. Pass McBain. Doesn't hop on it. Geekie trying to get it to Lowry. Trying to send it into the neutral zone. Can't get it ahead. Lindholm over to McAvoy. In the neutral zone. Off Pasternak. Puck comes to Geekie. He shoots. It's blocked by Marino. Bruins make a change. Their second line comes out. Zacha, Arvidsson, Husnudinov. Why that's the second line, I have zero clue. Why Middlestad's not playing and Arvidsson is, but that's not the point. Here he comes. Arvidsson has a 3-on-3 right now. Zacha one-timer. He got a stick lifted. He got his stick lifted there. Husnudinov tying up Schmaltz. Husnudinov wins the battle, plays it around to Arvidsson, plays it in deep. Marino's got it for Utah. Tanev pinched by Yoki Harju. Zacha along the wall, back to Husnudinov at the point. For Yoki Harju at the right point. Throws it in wide intentionally. Zadorov will pinch in the corner. Back out to Husnudinov, who keeps it in deep. Good rotation from the second line here. Need to get something more middle, though. Yoki Harju throws it on net, blocked by Cole. Arvidsson, after taking a hit, gets back up. Puck comes in front. Schmaltz will get it away for Utah. Good possession of the offensive zone. Just need to get shots to the net. Here is Zacha. Zadorov's got it. Puck broken up. It's Logan Cooley. He has Peterka. Finds him. Back to Cooley. A little bit of a give and go. Harris tied him up. That puck goes across the goal mouth wide. Simashev taken down by Isamon. They're going to say it's clean. Zadorov flips it into the neutral zone. Jeannot will play it across the line. Jeannot waiting for support. Jeannot looking. Fires a shot. Save. Rebound in front. Cleared away there by Vanacek. Isamon tied up there by Simashev and Peterka. Minton in there as well. So is Sergachev. Jeannot's shot save. Harris a try. Another stop in front. Puck played back to Harris. The point keeps it inside the line. Harris over to Peak. He fires a shot. And a save by Vanacek. Getting sick of Zacha. He's always whiffing or missing the net. To be completely fair, Zacha did get his stick lifted on that one-timer. To be fair, I'm not giving him a... I'm not giving him a reason. I'm not giving him like a thing, an excuse, but that's kind of what's going on. He's getting his stick lifted a couple of times on those one-timers. He does need to plant his feet when he takes a shot, though. He does need to do that. Anaheim, Chicago. We got a score update in that one? I'm assuming not, right? It's the only game we got to keep up on. So, because every other game is pretty much over in the NHL. Actually, they are, because 2 games happened earlier. What's up, Jan? I mean, just that one play, but in general. Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. I agree with you. I think Zaka on those one-timers, he just needs to plant his feet, take a breath, and take a shot. You know? Make sure the puck's on his stick and fire a shot and hope it goes in. Or hope it at least gets to the net. You know? Saka's biggest weakness. Yeah, because he is a 200-foot player. He does have defensive prowess. He just needs to put more of his offensive game. I mean, he has been pretty good so far to start the year, like on the score sheet. He's got a goal, he's got a few assists so far in the year. He just needs to put pucks on net more. Lindholm will take this draw for the Bruins. Top line out there. Lindholm against Barrett Hayton on the faceoff. Never mind, Lindholm's waved out. It'll be Geeky against Hayton instead. Where's the score bug? Okay. Geeky wins the draw back out top. McAvoy to Lowry into Pasternak. Pasternak's tripped. We have a penalty coming up. It's gonna be on the Mammoth. The Bruins will be shorthanded. The Bruins will be on the power play here. Sergachev to the box. So it's going to be Sergachev to the box for tripping one of their key penalty killers. He's going to go have a seat as he got his stick a little too tied up in Pasternak. Now, this is a huge opportunity for the Bruins here. They have to respond in this power play. Yep, you have 7 shots. You got to bury one here. Got to bury one. I agree with you, Exotic. After last night, you have to score here. Make this known you're not gonna lay down and die. You win the draw and you don't pinch on it, and it's cleared all the way down. Great start. The entries have been a major issue for the Bruins power play. 24th in the league on the power play, already 8th worst. 14.3%. Zaka. Broken up in the neutral zone. Utah will get it. They have an odd man rush, but Pasternak takes it away. Geeky enters the zone. Geeky knocked down. McAvoy at the point. Pasternak waits. McAvoy for Morgan Geeky. McAvoy fakes the one-timer. Feeds Pasternak, who doesn't shoot. Why, I have no idea. He throws it in deep. Lindholm pinching against Cole. Don't have an option. You have your 5 best players out there. How about you freaking shoot the puck? Second unit comes on for the Bruins. Clear down the ice. Lowry out there. Yoki Haru on the second unit, along with Husnudinov, Arvidsson, and Isamont. This will be cleared back down as well. Arvidsson for Yoki Haru puts it in deep. The Bruins don't even have a center on this power play, so that's great. Husnudinov back out to Lowry. Lowry shoots, save, rebound in front. Marino tied up by Husnudinov. Puck played around and out. One shot so far in the power play is a good chance for Lowry, but you need to get your shots open. You need to get open. You need to get your shots to the net. Now it's Jordan Harris. Final seconds to the power play. Here's Harris. And he'll feed Andrew Peak. That'll do it for the Bruins power play. One shot. No real urgency. No icing. As it hit Korpisalo. Peak stands up at Tanev. Now it's Harris plays it around. Utah keeps it right in the zone. They're going to get right back on the offensive attack. Here is Stenlund poked out by Beecher. Puck goes off of Dylan Gunther and in. Jeannot, Corrali, Beecher with Harris and Peak out there. Corrali will get this puck free. Pass Jeannot. Chops it to the line, kept in by Cooley. Corrali knocks into him. Cooley knocked into by Jeannot. Dumped in there by Dmitry Simashev. Zadorov. Too far ahead of Beecher. This might not be icing. It's not. Pasternak beat the icing. No icing instead. But now the Bruins lose the puck 2-on-1. They lose it, and then they'll be cleared out to the neutral zone. Pasternak grabs it off a bounce. Here comes Pasternak. Curls to the inside, loses possession of it, gets it back. Fires it on net. Tipped by Geeky. Shot save. Rebound. Puck goes wide. This puck will be cleared out by Peterka. Zadorov for Yoki Haru. In the neutral zone, flipped in. No icing. Marino against Zacha. Ties it up along the wall. Husnudinov fires it on net. Saved there by Vanacek. Chopped, and it's kept in by Husnudinov. Marino grabs it. This puck will go past Clayton Keller. It's going to be an icing against the Mammoth. Shots are 8-2 Bruins, but they're just not being effective in the offensive zone. I don't care if you have 8 shots. None of them have been really great besides the Lohrei shot. And the Beecher chance. Lohrei and Beecher have had the 2 best chances the Bruins have had all period. Pasternak has been pretty much useless since Game 3 of the season. Lohrei dumps in around the net as the puck came out of the neutral zone. It's Cole for Clayton Keller. Drops it for Marino. Back and ahead. Deflected in, no icing. Lohrei gets it from McAvoy. Moves it ahead for Jeannot. Jeannot lost it right off Keller's stick. Keller took it right away. Keller played past McBain. Big tie up. McBain in front for Schmidt. Save. Rebound cleared away. Korpisalo came way out of his net. Way too far. Way too far to challenge that puck. Jeannot plays it around to McAvoy. McAvoy spins back against Kraus. They're kind of trapped in their own end right now with possession. That's crazy. Lohrei sends it ahead off Beecher's stick. Mata will get it back up the other way for Utah. It's Kraus. Here comes McBain. Onside. Drops it. Intercepted. Corrali gets it out. Kraus enters the zone for Utah. Shoots on the net. Saved by Korpisalo. Yeah, the Bruins' passing has not been good. There's just nothing really going the Bruins' way. I don't care that they have 8 shots. Watch the game. And tell me otherwise. Wait, who won? Oh, the Packers beat the Cardinals. They came back? Damn. 38-24. Did McConkey get a touchdown? He did not. Damn it. Giants and Broncos still going on? Oh my god. We have 2 good shots. Yeah, Lohrei and Beecher. Those are the first two good shots the Bruins have had today. Here tonight. Problem is we pass the puck so much that we get nervous when we have possession of it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, you take it. No, you take it. No, you take it. And it's the whole freaking... Like, dude. It's going 15-2. I don't know about that. It'd be great, but I don't know about that. Realistically, 10 or 11 wins. And that's great for the Patriots. That's great. I will take that. Thank you very much. Defense needs to start on time. Jets are 0-7. Yeah. So, 7:38 to play in the first period. Bruins are out shooting the Mammoth 8-4, but it's not really telling the story. The passing has not been great. They just need to pass the puck more effectively and shoot the puck. Shoot the puck off a pass. C's looking, no idea. Their season starts Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, or something like that. I'm not sure. Kastelik will take this face-off, and they're in his own zone. Big tie-up. It's O'Brien. Kastelik back out there if they're getting jersey repairs. Stenlund puts it in around the net. Brandon Tanev tied up by Yoki Haryu. Puck comes to O'Brien, back out to the line. It's Simashev. Sergachev one-timer, kick save Korpisalo, guided into the corner. Utah kept it in. How? Shot in front, save. That puck's right free in front. 2 saves, 3 saves, Korpisalo. Cleared away wide. Wow. Beecher gets it in the zone. Vanacek, turn it over. Beecher, that puck comes out in front. A try from Peak. Knocked down, Kastelik in front. Beecher was no. Bruins gonna get a clean shot away. Here's Harris. Corrali doesn't have a stick. Here is Harris across the line. Chips it in front, and Geeky lost possession. Here comes Logan Cooley up the other way. Here is Dylan Gunther. Drops it. Nobody there. Geeky takes it away from Gunther. Geeky got tripped. And they're going to whistle it down. It's going to be a penalty on Gunther. We didn't hear it, but we can read lips. It was a trip on Gunther. The Bruins will go to the man advantage for the second time, looking to even the score here. Gunther caught his stick a little too close within Geeky's skates, and they blow it dead. 6:34 to go in the first period. Bruins have a power play here. Now they need to score on it. Win the face-off and set up shop. There you go. Bruins win the draw. McAvoy to the net. That goes what? One and done. Sergachev will clear in the neutral zone. Pastrnak gave it right to Kevin Stenlund. That was great. Geeky and Pastrnak just collided 100 feet away from the puck. That's great. McAvoy. I like this camera angle. Morgan Geeky poke-checked off the puck. Stenlund knocked into. McAvoy got sent down. Zacha. McAvoy. There's no push on the power play and entries, man. Enter the zone. One man, no passing. Just enter. Oh my God, this team makes me want to pull my hair out. McAvoy. It's taken him 30 seconds to get in the zone. They have failed miserably at it. Lindholm. Pastrnak. Hey, they entered. Will they do anything with it? Zacha. Waiting behind the net. There's no push. Geeky. Shoot it. There it is. Kick save Vanacek. Rebound in front. Lindholm back to McAvoy. Another shot save. Pastrnak. He scores! We couldn't quite tell, but David Pastrnak. The Bruins are even at 1. A power play goal for the Pasta Man. His third of the year. I'll take it. We thought Vanacek might have had it, but the puck got underneath Vanacek and in. Bruins lead 1-0. Pastrnak getting his 4th this season. Or his 3rd, excuse me. 3rd. I did have pasta for lunch. So there you go. No! Stop doing that. Puck's played in deep. Bruins tie the game at 1 on a Pastrnak power play goal. The Bruins' 4th power play goal of the year. Zadorov's shot misses high on that. Husnudinov trying to get in there. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Husnudinov, Corrali, Arvidsson do the power play. So the Bruins getting a power play goal at a huge point in the hockey game, and a huge point in this game, and in this road trip. Keller gets through. Hayton tripped. Bruins will be shorthanded. Where is Korpisalo? Shot blocked by Zadorov. Another try save. Where the hell was Korpisalo? Zadorov getting sent off, and he's not happy. Korpisalo, not really sure where he was. I'm going to take a look at the NHL Edge function on this. So you guys can have an idea of where Korpisalo is. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, this is brutal. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey. All right. So here we go. This situation. Okay. Here we go. So this is where this is the shot that was blocked by Zadorov here, right? This is where it was. Right here, right? Korpisalo was over here. Zadorov was right here. Korpisalo was here. How he got there, no idea. But Zadorov blocked it after taking a penalty, so thank you for righting a wrong, I guess. And then he scrambles back, and I don't even know. I don't even know, man. I have no idea. I don't have a clue. So Utah to the power play for the second time tonight. They are 1 for 1 on the man advantage. Let's take a look here. Did he trip him? Yeah, stick on stick. I mean, he kind of flew a little bit, but stick on stick. And Zadorov is saying how. So, okay. Bruins win the face-off. Harris pops it up in the air. Cooley, puck deflects. Corrali gets it into the neutral zone and out. Castlick, good pressure. Here is Schmaltz for Keller, back to Schmaltz. See how quick and easy that entry was? Bruins have failed to do that for years. Years. Here is Cooley over to Sergachev across the line, over to Gunther on the right side. Down low is Keller, has some space to walk in front. Harris keeping him out to the outside. Schmaltz over, Gunther for Sergachev, back to Gunther. Misplayed the puck. Cooley plays it around to Keller, though. Puck comes in front. Puck chucked away by McAvoy. Back out to Sergachev at the point. Here is Gunther, looking his way in front. Backdoor Cooley kept it out, and Castlick clears. Keller drops it there for Sergachev. 50 seconds to go in the Utah power play. Here's Keller across the center line. Chips it over to Gunther across the Bruins line. Zacha keeping it away from Gunther there. Puck comes to Jokiharju. Around the boards, kept inside the line barely. Cooley. Schmidt. A shot by Gunther, saved by Korpisalo. Jokiharju trying to clear can. Zacha scoops it and out. 20 seconds to go in the Utah power play. It's Nate Schmidt. He'll drop back for J.J. Peterka, second unit coming out for Utah. For Lawson Krause. McAvoy blocked it. Crowd looking for a penalty, will not get one. Minton blocks a pass in front from Hayton to McBain. Back to 5-on-5. Backdoor pass broken up. Here is Peterka, backed out to Krause. Zadorov out of the box. Shot. Goes up and out of play. And the Bruins kill off the penalty, and we're back to even strength. Not a smooth kill. Wasn't amazing, but it was still pretty decent. The Bruins' penalty kill is still top 5 in the league coming in tonight. They were 4th coming into the league. They might be down to 5th now. But McBain against Lindholm with the face-off dot to the right of Korpisalo. Shot for 10-9 Bruins. Face-off won by Utah. Simashev a shot. And that's another save for Joonas Korpisalo, who's made 9 of 10 saves in the first period. Besides that one fluky goal, he's actually been pretty decent. Just got to stay in your net. Lindholm wins the draw in his own zone. Lohrei whips it around. This puck will come all the way down. And the Bruins ice the puck yet again. The Broncos won on a last-second field goal. That's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. Donations are open. Hit the pinned comment in the live chat or the first link in the description. It's the same thing. Or hit that super chat by hitting the dollar bill sign. Also, you become an official member of the channel by hitting that join button. Lohrei dumps it in off Geeky's stick, so it's not icing. Here is Sergachev getting the feed from Simachev. Lohrei, nice pinch along the wall. Shoots from the corner. Goes past everybody. Peak keeps it inside the line. Into Lohrei. Pasternak, one-timer shot blocked by Simachev. Poked in deep by Lindholm. Looks to center for Geeky. Can't connect on the pass. And Simachev gets it back. Under 2 minutes to go first period. 1-1's the score. O'Brien. And it's taken back by Kevin Stenlund. He goes back on Geeky and Pasternak, and the Bruins almost force a turnover. Marino over to Ian Cole for Dylan Guenther across the Bruins line. Shot goes wide of the net. Shot tipped by Peterka. Good save. Korpisalo with the pad. Guenther plays it out top to Cooley. Over to Marino right point. Marino back to Cooley. Cooley walking the line. Kept in deep. Jokiharju tied up there by Guenther. Pinned up against the wall. And Peterka gets it. Cooley's all alone in front. Korpisalo took it right off his stick. What a save by Korpisalo. Kept it right on. He took it right off his stick and smothered the puck. Good job, Korpisalo. Good read. I don't know who was watching Logan Cooley. That was definitely Jokiharju's guy. Or no, probably Zadorov, honestly. I don't know how he got that much time, much of real estate, but Korpisalo making a nice save in front on Cooley, who didn't like what happened there. Schmaltz wins the draw against Corrali. Here's Marino in down low to Keller. Keller has a man in front. Keller's shot goes across the goal mouth wide. Here's Schmidt now at the left point. Put in deep. Harris kicks it ahead. Kaslik lifts a stick. Puck comes down to the neutral zone. Under a minute to go in the first period. Here's Keller. Has Hayton breaking, but it's offside with 52.3 to go in the first period. Redo that face-off. Kastelik will take this face-off once again here against Barrett Hayton. Hayton wins the draw for Utah in the neutral zone just in front of the Bruins bench. Marino off a stick of Keller and in. Korpisalo plays it aside for Lohrei. Up the board, Schmaltz keeps it in. Lohrei gets it back, chips it ahead. Now it's Beecher. Kastelik breaking, gets it to Kastelik. Tied up by Schmidt along the near corner. 30 seconds to go in the period. Corrali trying to work it behind that, and he does. Beecher didn't read it. Now it's Marino into Keller. Up ahead to Schmaltz in the neutral zone. Keller was going to go for a change instead. He throws it away. Right to Sean Corrali. For Beecher, he'll get it in. Bruins will finish a change. Pasternak will get in there on the forecheck. Gets beat by Vanacek. Here's Sergachev ahead for Schmaltz down to 10 seconds. Schmaltz will dump into the zone. Zadorov down to 5 seconds. He'll flip it That will do it for the first period. Yeah, Utah definitely had too many men out there, but we don't talk about that, don't we? Oh, both teams scored. Whoops. 1-1. My bad. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. The Bruins... Okay, you want to know my... Here's what I thought of that first period. It was better than any of the game against the Avalanche last night. Does that mean it was good? No, not really. Does it mean it was bad? No, not really. Did they score? Yeah, they did. Did it feel like it? No, it didn't. Horrible. No, I don't think it was horrible. It definitely was not horrible. I don't even think it was bad. I thought it was just, eh. Eh. Practicing my hurdle skills. Hurdle skills. Okay. Puck management still hasn't been great. So. It is going to be, obviously when the Bruins are playing a huge rivalry game. So that when they play divisional opponents for the most part, besides the Senators, well, besides the Red Wings, really, or the Rangers. So, when it's a big rivalry for the Bruins, that will be the theme of the night. And don't worry, chat, you guys will get the Saturday night showdown bug for that game. You guys will get it. Why? I'll show you now. There you go. There you go, chat. You guys will get that for Tuesday's game. So. against Montreal. Yes. Yes. Also, games against Carolina will be like that too. Yeah. Toronto too. Toronto would like that as well. Unless the rivalry is on a Saturday night, then it's a Saturday night showdown. But if it's a non-Saturday rivalry game, it'll be rivalry night. Let's run through scores around the NFL because, well, guys, it was a big day in football. Rams beat the Jags 35-7. Sorry, Grant. I apologize. The Chiefs beat the Raiders 31-0. Good Lord, that is a beat down. Speaking of beat downs, Browns beat the Dolphins 31-6. The Patriots beat the Titans 31-13. 5-2. Let's go. Panthers beat the Jets 13-6. Bears beat the Saints 26-14. The Eagles beat the Vikings 28-22. The Colts beat the Chargers 38-24. The Broncos just beat the Giants 33-32. The Packers beat the Cardinals 27-23. The Cowboys beat the Commanders 44-22. Falcons and Niners tonight at 8:20. That game's going to get started in about 20 minutes out in San Francisco. Tomorrow night, doubleheader for Monday Night Football. Bucks and Lions at 7. Texans and Seahawks at 10. Game 6 of the ALCS tonight, Mariners and Blue Jays. If the Mariners win, they go to the World Series. If the Blue Jays win, there will be a Game 7 tomorrow night in Toronto, which I'll be watching over Monday Night Football, I'm not going to lie. So that is happening tomorrow. I mean, tonight and tomorrow if tonight's Game 6 goes Toronto's way. The Dodgers are already in the World Series as they swept the Brewers, and that's annoying in itself, but they swept the Brewers, so now it's going to be down to whoever wins the ALCS I'll be cheering for in the World Series. So I so prefer the Blue Jays since I work for the AA team. I saw Trey Savage, who's pitching for the Blue Jays tonight. I saw him in AA in June. But now, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. By the way, an update on Brad Marchand. He was not suspended for his actions yesterday, but he was fined $5,000, which is the max under the current CBA. So, he will be playing Tuesday. If the Bruins somehow made the Cup final in 2014, do you think that Bruins team would have beaten that Kings team? No. Will you stream the World Series? No. Well, they are in first so far, Brian. Oh, the Patriots, yeah. So hoping they go the long run. They're realistically going to get second because the Bills are going to take over the Patriots and the Patriots lose a game. You know? Like, I think the game against the Falcons, they could lose that in theory. So the Browns game, they should win against the Browns next week. They should beat the Browns. Keyword: should. The Bears make the World Series tonight. They could. That Game 5 loss might have been a little deflating for them. Who knows? Barkov and Kachuk not playing on Tuesday, that's not surprising. Go on. Come on. And stay charging. Crime, I'm going to have you do a couple of things because you're only covering one other NHL game. Whenever there's an MLB score update in the Mariners Blue Jays game, if you can give that to me as well as... I don't care about Falcons Niners too much, but keep me updated on Mariners Jays. I want to know how that game is going until the Bruins game's over. Survivor Series is in San Diego, yep. Camera on. Game 6. Just tell me who's winning that game when the game eventually gets started. I know the game hasn't started yet, but whenever it eventually gets started, let me know who's winning. Every so often. Should be on, for those who want to watch that, it's on Fox Sports 1. Why it's not on Fox is beyond me. Can we go back to the days when the Panthers could barely fill that arena? No, it's not good for the league. As bad as it is, as sucks as much as it might suck, it's not good for the league. HBO Max? No, it's not. It's on Fox. Yeah, let's run through stats real quick. Through 20 minutes. Shots were 11-10 Utah. Bruins won 60.9% of face-off. That's 14 of 23. Both teams went 1 for 2 in the power play in the first period. Both teams had 9 penalty minutes in the first period each. Bruins had 7 hits. Utah had 5. Utah had 7 blocked shots. The Bruins had 5. The Bruins had 7 giveaways. That's not good. Utah had 5, and the Bruins had 4 takeaways. Utah had none. That's good. That's a good number.
By Lindholm.
They grew the game in Florida by favoring Florida teams in officiating. I didn't say a word. I did not say a word, guys. Oh crap, that's the wrong sponsor for the period. Whoops, didn't fix that. Good job, Sam. You really screwed that one up real good. Ah, damn it. I need to point out something. I need to legitimately ask the question. Does everybody know what SOG means? If you don't know what that means, I can explain that. Does everybody know what SOG means? It's a yes or a no. I got a DM asking what SOG meant on my stream. I'm not making that up. Somebody asked me what SOG meant. Okay. Good thing we're all clear on what the hell that means. Thank you. I didn't think it was rocket. I didn't realize it was, you know, it's not rocket science. You thought it was a trick question for a minute? No. My hood's up. Shits on giggles. Nice. That's a good one, actually. Exotic. That's a good one. Ugh. Hey, Bobby Orr made his NHL debut 59 years ago today. Bobby Orr made his NHL debut, 1966, October 19th, 1966. People don't know. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, this person claimed they had been watching hockey for a few months now. And I said, you haven't figured out what SOG means yet? Oh, dear. Watching hockey for a few months. Oh, dear. You didn't know what SOG meant? That's not great. You're in a tie game. You can still win this. Utah wins the draw. Second period underway in Salt Lake City. McAvoy breaks it up. Elias Lindholm as J.J. Peterka goes for a ride. It's Pasternak. Gets it around Cooley. Nice move by Pasternak. Centering pass. Geeky. Back door. Nobody there. Didn't quite get it to Lindholm. We have a stop. "25 seconds into the period. Oh, we got a power play. Fantastic news. Peterka with a slash. This is great news, ladies and gentlemen. Bruins with the man advantage for the third time. 25 seconds into the period. They scored on their second power play moments ago. In the first period. Geeky's shot went wide. Here is McAvoy on the retrieval. Pasternak on the left point. McAvoy right point. Geeky right side in the circle. Now towards the line. McAvoy. Over to Pasternak. Lindholm kicks it to his stick blade. Lindholm looking in front. He loses possession. Stenlund going to get tied up by Lindholm. Cole on the high pop-up. That lands out of play. Lindholm kind of froze. He didn't know what to do. If you don't know if you can't get the pass to Zacha, go back to Pasternak. He's right there. Tape to tape. You don't have to overthink it. It's not rocket science, Elias. Just go back to Pasternak. You're trying to find Zacha back door. Wasn't open. Go back to the point. It's all right. Yeah, don't shoot it at that. If you're from a hard angle, just go back to the line with it. It's all right. You don't have to. Don't force anything if you know you can't do it. Zacha waved out. It'll be Elias Lindholm on the faceoff. Stenlund wins it. Geeky pins it up against the wall. Puck played out to Pasternak right side. Shoots on the net. Saved by Vanacek. Peterka took a penalty. That's what happened, Exotic. Geeky over to McAvoy center point. Shot tipped by Zacha. And a high save by Vejmelka, but he hangs on. On a try by McAvoy, Zacha had the deflection. And to make a tough save was Vanacek. Not Vejmelka. Stop saying Vejmelka. Vanacek's the goalie. The Utah goalie in net. Jeez. Minute 17 to go in the Bruins power play. First unit still out there. Lindholm against Jack McBain on the faceoff. Lindholm wins it. Pasternak gets it back to McAvoy. Pasternak. Zacha. Tied up along the wall. Off Pasternak's stick. Utah will get it down. Korpisalo leaves it for McAvoy. Drops back for Zacha. Halfway through the power play. Bruins have 2 shots on this power play. Lindholm, nice entry. Geeky around the net. Pasternak gets around Schmaltz. Gets poke checked. Lindholm's there for support. Pasternak chips it back to Geeky at the point. McAvoy right point. Back to Geeky tape to tape. Pasternak has it in the corner. For Zacha. McAvoy now at the right point. Not a lot of movement here. There's a lot of standing around and passing the puck. And McAvoy couldn't play a simple pass from Geeky. Nice. Zacha for Lindholm. Back to Zacha. Puck will re-enter it in the zone. Nice entry. Geeky plays it back to Pasternak. Geeky right side. Pasternak one-timer fought off by Vanacek. Ingram, he's on Utah. He's on Edmonton now. Back out to the line. Pasternak cutting. Back to 5-on-5. Lindholm's shot goes over the net. The Bruins have the first unit out there the entire power play. Here is Nate Schmidt. Dumped in. Korpisalo had a last-minute decision getting out there and playing it along past Hayton. Corrali. Puck played to the line. Sergachev keeps it in for Utah. Lori plays it around off Kastelik. Corrali. Bruins had 3 shots in that power play. Much better looking. Need a little bit more force on their shots. Beecher. No icing there to say. Utah was gliding to the puck. No icing. A little more force with their shots or their attack on the power play. Puck deflects off Corrali. Kastelik. Puck comes in front. Beecher just didn't get there in time. Was out of his reach. Dylan Gunther ahead for Keller. 3-on-2 has Gunther and Hayton. Gunther closed off there by Corrali. Mata closed off by Zadorov. Peak couldn't play it. Zadorov gets it back. Zadorov in the neutral zone. Finds Andrew Peak. Onside. Bruins will go for a change as Peak gets it in deep. Out comes Minton with Isama and Janelle, the third line coming out. Janelle keeps it in against Mata. Puck comes into the neutral zone. McAvoy. Isamont for Janot. Bruins dump in. Played past Vanacek. Minton couldn't get there. It's Michael Carconi. He'll dump in intentionally. Korpisalo guides it aside. That puck was coming right in front. Puck played around Jordan Harris. Puck bounces over Lawson Krause into the neutral zone. And now it's Marino. Here is Nate Schmidt. Quick re-entry. 4-on-3. Krause kept to the outside by Harris. Good whack. McAvoy tying him up as well. Puck played around the net. Janot trying to get it past Schmidt. He does not. Kept in by Schmidt. Liam O'Brien. Harris going to tie him up along the wall. Back out to the line. Kept in. It's Brandon Tanev. Schmidt doesn't shoot. Back to Tanev. In front. I think Korpisalo might have got a piece. Arvidsson cuts against O'Brien. Up glass. And out. Harris knocked down. He's behind the play. McAvoy and Arvidsson are back. Stenlund shoots. Might have missed high over the net. Korpisalo might have got a piece of it. I couldn't tell. Husnudinov. Zaka. Puck played to Husnudinov. Bruins will have numbers the other way. They have a 3-on-2. Here is Zaka. Waits in the middle. Couldn't find Husnudinov. Zaka couldn't get it back to the line. Now it's a 3-on-2 the other way for Utah. It's Keller. Jokiharju breaks up the pass. As puck will come out. Bruins have a 2-on-1. Pasternak with Husnudinov. Finds Husnudinov. Back to Pasternak. Shot. Score! David Pasternak. How do you do? He's got a deuce. Double serving of pasta. 2-1 Boston. All right. All right. Bruins are back in business here. Utah kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Self-inflicted wounds for the Mammoth, and the Bruins take advantage. Pasternak, good little 2-on-1, little give and go with Husnudinov, and the Bruins have a 2-1 lead. Good. Good. Pasternak's 4th of the year. Second goal of the night for Pasternak. Needed more from him. Lindholm Pasternak trying to send Geeky and can't. Needed more from him, and he's got both of the Bruins goals tonight. What kind of pasta did you have? I had rotini Alfredo for lunch. They don't have that every day in the dining hall. But whenever they do have it, and the Bruins are playing, I'll have to get it. Even if I don't want it, because like, you know, Cole's shot goes wide of Korpisalo. Shot on the net did not get to Korpisalo. I don't think it might have got blocked by Zadorov. Lindholm trying to get to Pasternak. He took a penalty. Pasternak taking a penalty with what's gonna be a hook call. It's gonna be on Pasternak. So Pasternak will go to the box, but he's got both of the Bruins' goals. They go to TV timeout. Bruins up 2-1 with 6.5 minutes into the second period. You know who's had a really good game tonight? For the Bruins, and it's kind of gone under the radar a little bit. I think Tanner Jeannot has had a pretty good night. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of a random thought during the timeout, during the commercial break. I think Tanner Jeannot has had a pretty solid night out there. He's made himself noticeable on every shift, in one way or another, and I think that's good for Jeannot. It's good. He's had an okay start with the Bruins so far this season. Actually, hasn't been that bad. Way better than I thought he was going to be to start the year. So, he's looked pretty good. I can't complain. Do I still think it's a 3-point? Do I still think the 5 years is a little much? Sure. Is it looking better than it did 4 months ago when they signed it? Yeah. Just a little bit. Because what are Jeannot's numbers, right? And Jeannot's got 2 goals. I think he's got a couple of apples too, right? So, apples mean assists. For those who don't know what that means, he only has two goals. Okay. He only has 2 goals. But he does not have any assists. But I think he's looked pretty good. I can't really complain. Corrali, puck will come to the line. Keller kept it in. Gunther chips it past Zadorov. Zadorov knocks him down. What a play by Zadorov. Knocked him down and cleared it down. You gotta love that. This must have been in preseason. Yes, it was an assist on a preseason play. Yes, it was. Here's Schmaltz, gets around Corrali. Here is Schmaltz for Cooley. Utah to the power play for the 3rd time. This puck will come out into the neutral zone. It's Sergachev who will control. Here is Keller. Pasternak in the box for another minute 15 at the max. Cooley. Keller knocked off the puck by Corrali. Kept in by Sergachev. Over to Gunther on the right side. Zadorov over there to pressure him. Back out top, Sergachev at the center point. Keller to his left. Finds Keller. Keller drops it for Gunther. Back out to Sergachev. Halfway through the Utah power play. Cooley. Keller. Backdoor. Gunther fought off by Korpisalo. Bruins take it away. Kastelik gets it. Can't get it out. Kept in by Sergachev. McAvoy gets it back and will clear it 200 feet. Apparently that shot did not hit Korpisalo. Utah still without a shot on goal in this power play. 30 seconds to go in it. Here comes Peterka. Crosses center, crosses the blue line. Bruins get it back. Jokiharju. Zacha takes it away. Zacha's a 2-on-2 with Beecher shorthanded. Zacha trying to chip it ahead. Can't get it through McBain. Here is Barrett Hayton. Peterka tied up. Puck kicked along. Jokiharju can't get it out. Held in by Schmidt. Peterka. Peterka spinning off of Peak. Back to 5-on-5. That puck comes in front. Saved by Korpisalo on McBain. Hayton, his shot. Fought off. Pasternak back out of the box. Schmidt shot. Knocked down in traffic. Korpisalo smothers it. And Jokiharju knocked down Krause as well. The Bruins allowed maybe a shot on the power play, couldn't quite tell. Oh! Track that by Corpy. Yeah, good reads from Corpy here. And he stayed in his crease. And he stayed with the puck, too. He stayed with it. Lindholm will take this draw against Stenlund. Bruins are out shooting Utah 4-1 in the second, and they have the lead in this period thanks to Pasternak's second of the game. Lindholm gets this puck out. Puck comes to Zadorov. Brandon Tanev takes it back for Utah. Cole for Marino. Geeky almost forced a turnover. Utah is offside by a country mile. Bruins defense looking tonight? Shaky at times, but better than we've seen in the last two games. Korpisalo's bailed him out a couple of times. Minton wins the draw against Stenlund. Lohrei chops it over to McAvoy. Sent ahead. This will be icing. Jeannot and O'Brien had a conversation after the whistle. We'll see what happens here. Jeannot and O'Brien still talking. Icing on the Bruins. Face-off tied up. Kept in by Utah's Mata, who puts it in deep. McAvoy, nice job against Schmaltz. Jeannot through Minton to McAvoy, back to Jeannot. Bruins will get it up ahead. Jeannot gets it in the zone. Jeannot breaks a defender. Shot. What a save by Vanacek. Oh, Jeannot. He just single-handedly made that play. And he gets an offensive zone face-off. What a move by Jeannot. What a move. Splits to the D, gets a shot. Forehand. Powerful wrister off the rush. All right, Tanner. I said he's looked pretty solid. That's a good play. Gino frustrated himself for not scoring, but I'm not mad at him. It was a good try. Puck played around. Zacha couldn't keep it in. Barrett Hayton enters the zone, poke checked. Can't clear. Sergachev in front. Hayton, what a save, Korpisalo. What a stop on Barrett Hayton. Robbery alert. From Jonas. Korpisalo on Barrett Hayton. Good challenge, too. That puck somehow got through to Barrett Hayton. It's a quality chance, and Korpisalo challenged him and made the stop. Jeannot, yeah, making Jeannot mad might make him play better, yeah. Sergachev's shot blocked by Zadorov, and it stung, but he'll get it up the ice to Pasternak. Onside. Geekie keeps it inside the Bruins offensive zone. Elias Lindholm tied up along the wall. Geekie back to Zadorov. Puck is popped up. Zadorov knocked down, gets it back in. Good effort by Nikita. Hayton throws it up ahead. This puck goes past Schmaltz. Jokiharju recovers. Up ice for Lindholm. Across the line, Geekie. Pasternak looking for a hat-trick. He's on hat-trick watch. Cuts in the middle. Shot wide. Now it's Carcone. Across the Bruins line. The Bruins again with another trip, man. God. Another penalty. It's going to be on Jokiharju. Stop. The stick fouls, man. Stop it. Enough. The Bruins are one of the top 5 penalized teams in the NHL to start the year, and there's a reason why. Stupid stuff like that. Don't do that. Bruins are already at 13 penalty minutes tonight. Potential on the Bruins like Porsche. They kind of doesn't look like they're. I don't even know, man. The Bruins are the 11th coming in tonight, 11th most penalized team in the NHL. Ham's gonna be back. Well, he was back last night. He's just out tonight for maintenance. He'll be back Tuesday against Florida. He ain't missing that game, that's for sure. They don't want him playing on back-to-backs. Leading penalty minutes on the team. That's a good question. I'll look that up right now. McAvoy coming in tonight. Yep, Jokiharju sticking the skates. Stop that. Take your stick away from the skates, guys. It's not rocket science. Jeez, man. Face-off tied up. Gunther's shot was a rocket, and it missed over the net, and it goes out of play. The Bruins are winning the game right now. Will that stay the rest of down the stretch? No idea, as we're just over halfway through the game. Cooley against Kastelik. Tie-up. Kastelik wins the draw. Big tie up there along the wall. Kastelik takes it, kept in by Sergachev. Here is Cooley. Across for Keller. Keller for Gunther, who's behind the net. Now it's Cooley for Sergachev for Keller. Gunther's in front. Keller in front. Corrali takes the deflection and clears it down the ice. Puck is played back to Sergachev. Drop for Keller, Beecher, and Zacha out there with McAvoy and Peak. Cooley across the line. Opening for the Mammoth, but Gunther got closed off by McAvoy last minute. Keller. Cooley. Back to Keller. Cooley again through the legs try. Korpisalo with a great save. As Cooley went through the legs, but Korpisalo shuts the door. Korpisalo making his 15th save tonight. McAvoy overcommitting to the guy when he should be on Cooley. That's who he should be on. Overcommitted his stick. Bruins will clear it down the ice. Utah will enter the zone. Peterka lost it. Zadorov gets it back and clears it down towards Vanacek. Nate Schmidt. Here is Peterka. Taken away by Fraser Minten. Shorthanded break for Minten. Here he comes to the net. Saved by Vanacek. Rebound. Oh, what a stop! Vanacek robbing Tanner Jeannot of a golden opportunity. The Bruins with 2 golden opportunities to the net. Minten got stopped. Jeannot's rebound also stopped as well. Oh, man. Oh! I don't think that shot by Jeannot would have gone in, but a great save anyway. I didn't see the Zadorov hit. I was following the puck. Minten against Hayton. Hayton wins the draw. Bruins get it back. It's dumped back in. Penalties up. Back to 5-on-5. Shot in front, save, and McAvoy is wrestling Barrett Hayton down to the ice. Because Hayton attacked the net. And Hayton whacked Swayman, Korpisalo after the whistle, and McAvoy throws him out of the crease. I want to see a replay of the Zadorov hit. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I want to see it. Yeah, look at that little extra whack. That's it. That's all it took. No penalties assessed, thank God. Lindholm against Hayton. Face-off won by Boston, and now it's Lowry in the neutral zone with some speed for Lindholm for Pasternak. In front, Lindholm knocked off the puck there by Keller. Sergachev back up ahead to Keller. Pass Barrett Hayton. Sergachev will backtrack. Peak trouble with the puck, and it's Nick Schmaltz. So the net hit the post. Korpisalo got hit. We play on here. Lowry up ahead. Puck tape to Pasternak. Through the legs. Nice move. To the in front. Geeky couldn't get there. Broken up by Sergachev. Here comes Brandon Tanev. Yoki, how are you? Good defensive effort. Taking it away. Zadorov back up to Geeky. Down the ice we go here at Delta Center. Pasternak fires a slap shot. That goes high off the glass. Off the back glass. Tanev. Jokiharju cutting off. Tanev again. Stenlund. Husnudinov tying him up. Utah onside. It's O'Brien. Tanev gets it in deep. Jokiharju for Zadorov. Moved along. Husnudinov tied up there by Stenlund. Stenlund wins the battle. Back out to Cole. He shoots. Shot, save in front. Where's the puck? Korpisalo has the puck. And now, Korpisalo taking a whack at somebody. Zadorov is getting in there. And oh, Zadorov threw a right hand. He threw a right hand immediately. That was on Brandon Tanev. Korpisalo chucked the puck down the ice. We're going to have some penalties for sure. Tanev and Zadorov will both have a seat in the box. Korpisalo giving the ref an earful. Utah, so Tanev and Zadorov both get 2 each for roughing. So I believe that will lead us to 4-on-4. I would be correct. 4-on-4. Angry Corpy. Did you see Stolarz last night? He was pissed. 5-on-5 matching. Nope. It has it listed as 4-on-4 on the NHL app. It has it listed as 4-on-4. Just say 5-on-5. I agree, but that's what it says. Four-on-4, it opens up the ice. So, there's that. There's one of those little things. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell if you have not yet. We need a like spike here on YouTube. We need a like spike. 52 viewers, only 29 likes. It's free. All you gotta do is change your mind later. Not it being 4-on-4, it's confused with its matching penalties. I don't know. There have been 28 penalty minutes in this game. Like that sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. The penalties on each side, that means there's 4 skaters on the ice. That's what that means. If it's 4-on-4, that's what that means. It's like on sub, thanks, Exotic. I expect nothing less. Here is Schmidt. Broken up by Zacha. Bruins get it. It's Arvidsson. Arvidsson has a feed in front. Puck comes back. McAvoy shoots. Save. Rebound. Zacha in front. Dives and puts it in the corner. Quality chance for the Bruins off a Utah turnover. And he could not convert. Here is Gunther across the Bruins line trying to get it around Harris. Can't. Drops it there for Simashev. 4-on-4 for another minute 14. Here is Gunther. Waits. Thrown out of the zone. Thanks. Good job by Harris defensively. Marino for Cooley. Halfway through the 4-on-4. Pressured there by Geekie. McAvoy gets it away. Puck comes to Geekie. He has Beecher up ahead. Geekie across the line for Beecher. Has McAvoy's a drop feed. Bad pass by McAvoy, but by Beecher. Puck comes all the way out. Here's Jokiharju with it. Stretch pass up ahead. This is going to be icing. Oh, man. brutal pass by Yokiharu right there. Brutal. Connor, he's joking. David Pastrnak, 7 goals away from tying Rick Middleton for Bruins' all-time leader in goals. He'll be down to final... He'll be 6th all-time, I believe, or 5th, when he passes him. This puck comes free. Here's Elias Lindholm's shot, saved by Vanacek. Bruins had a golden opportunity again off another forced turnover by the Bruins, and Lindholm almost buried it. Schmaltz wraps around the net, kept out to the outside there by Yokiharu. Cole for Schmaltz. Here is Schmaltz, walks right in, backdoor score! Clayton Keller. It's a 4-on-4 goal, and it's 2-2. Yokiharu got like a moving screen, if you will. It could have been interference. But it's 2-2 now. It's interference. That should be interference. I mean, look at that. Cole, look at him. How is that not interference? I don't understand. He ran right into him. He put himself as a screen. How is that not a penalty? You know what I mean? Like, God almighty. Interference. Is it not? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not going insane, right? Back to 5-on-5 now. It's Peak. Ahead for Corrali. Dumped in the zone. The puck hit off the linesman. Get out of the way. Marino off McBain and in. Into the Bruins end. Harris plays it around past Peak. Peak will try to force it past Mata. Can't. Kastelik there as well. So is Corrali. Two here in the second period. Harris gets it free from the battle. Moved up glass. Bruins have a 2-on-1. It's Kastelik with Corrali. Here is Kastelik. Shoot, save, rebound in front. And how did that stay out? Not sure how. Bruins keep it in. It's Kastelik who kept it in. Not sure how that stayed out. Corrali almost had a goal. Thought that was in. I thought it was in too. But it went wide. Here is Carcone. Shot blocked by McAvoy. And it goes out of play. Let's see here. There was a shot. It was off Beecher. Oh, Vanacek. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That puck did not. That's crazy talk. Lori for Jeannot. Puck tied up at the blue line. Utah gets it back in deep. No, not offside. McAvoy scoops it out of the zone. Here's Ian Cole. Jeannot with a huge hit on Cole. Love that. McAvoy moves it ahead. Jeannot. Here is Minton. Jeannot, Isamont, behind the net. Wraparound chance in front. Still broken up. Out to Zadorov. Yokiharu shoots. Saved by Vanacek. He got a piece. Zadorov for Yokiharu, right point. Shot on the net, save. Rebound in front. Minton couldn't get a clean shot away on the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. This game is tied at 2. Zadorov whips it back to Jokiharju. Sent ahead. Zacha deflects it in, no icing. Husnudinov into Arvidsson. Chops it in front. Big tie-up, still tied up in Cole's skates. Zacha gets it free. Into Arvidsson down low. 90 seconds to go in the period. Tied up there by Gunther. Arvidsson back to the line, kept in by Harris. Peak right point. Peak shot. Did not get to the net. It was a weaker shot. This puck comes out. Peak beats Cooley. Harris gets there. This will be icing as Husnudinov couldn't get a piece of it. Blue Jays are winning 2-0. Good. Cole will take the Zacha will take this draw against Hayton. Zacha wins the draw. Peak flips it into the neutral zone. Off of Husnudinov, comes in on Vanacek, and he'll make the stop. And now Arvidsson took a whack at Vanacek after the whistle. And both teams will come together. Minute 1 to go in the second period, 2-2. Six of their next 7 games are at home. Wow. Gotta love that. Hayton waved out against Lindholm. It'll be Schmaltz against Lindholm. Big tie-up. Bruins win the draw. Geeky back to McAvoy. McAvoy in front. Couldn't connect on a pass. Lorai, puck came out. He had to play it out of the zone. Else it would have been offside. And he turned the puck over instead, but the Bruins get it back. It's Geeky. Whips ahead for Lindholm. Pasternak, shot! Just missed the outside of the post. Oh! And now here's Schmaltz. Shot. Misses up and out of play with 39.5 to go in the period. Bruins out shooting Utah 23-19. Tied at 2 here in the second. Big tie-up. Tanev wins the draw. Here is McBain down to 30 seconds. Back out to the line. Marino couldn't keep it in. Beecher's going to pressure. It's Nate Schmidt. He'll get it back in. Here is Zadorov. Deflected. McBain tied up. Corrali flips it ahead. The Mammoth are offside, and they are with 16 seconds to go exactly in the period. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Donations are open. Hit the pinned comment in the live chat or the first link in the description. Same link. Or the super chat, or you can hit the dollar bill sign. Send a donation. They're open. Here is Zadorov. Final 10 seconds to period. Last push for the Bruins here. Puck comes to Zacha. He'll dump in. And that will do it for the second period. And there is some extracurriculars after the horn. We have a tie game going into the third period. Good. Much better than being down 3-1. The Bruins have had a much better second period than I thought they were going to have. That is for sure. They go to commercial break. I'm also going to take a break because, guys, nature's calling. So I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Bruins and Mammoth tied at 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here you go. BRB chat. I need some WD-40 on my door, chat. Two at the end of 2. On Pasternak's second goal, he tied Ray Bourque for 6th all-time in Bruins goals. With 395. What's up, Rants and Rangers? How we doing? And a little snack before the third period. Ducks Blackhawks doesn't look like it's a snooze fest. It's scoreless in the third period. Damn, bro. Oh, Dean tied in hockey. Not hockey. They don't have a hockey team. Trust me, I'll be calling that over the Bruins right now. They tie with MCLA in soccer. Good. That's good. Mods, I'm gonna let you take care of that. Mods. Mods. There you go. Damn. The nerve of people sometimes, you know? Does Pasta have both goals? He does, yeah. You have chat in all mode? Oh, okay. Top messages for some reason on my phone? That makes sense. I say WTF is wrong with people. Yeah. Ugh. Gotta love it. Gotta love their stupidity. Hey, fuckhead, show the game. God. We're in intermission. Chat, just so you know. Pasta hat trick. Who knows? He could score in the third. Who knows? If Pasternak scores a hat trick to become 6th all time in Bruins goals, it'd be pretty freaking crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oof. It's got a like spike going. I agree. If you haven't liked the stream yet, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I want to point out that that second period was brought to you by Benable. Up there, right? Other way. Nope, nope. There. Yes, there. Benable. Recommend, discover, and monetize. Amen, how we doing? What's up, brother? It's right when I'm doing an ad read whenever I join. Damn it. Yourself? Not doing too bad. Oh, Mac Jones threw a pick. Nothing new there. I'm glad you don't show the game because we had to do with people like that. Oh boy, I don't think I would keep my mouth shut. They would want me to shut. The next thing is they would want me to shut up and not call the game myself. They would want me to turn up Judd and Brick if I did show the game. Which defeats the whole purpose of me streaming the games. It's Benable Stool Softener. Benable is a recommendation app. You can put your favorite like items out on an app, and you can make money from people buying the items based off your affiliate link. How many times you said on your lives you can't show the game? At least, I should keep a counter. Start at like 200. Alright, third period. About to start in a minute or two in Utah. Did anybody score in the Ducks-Blackhawks game yet, or is it still scoreless? Still scoreless. Were you right about what? Intentional scores intent tonight to the Bruins, Boston goals. Intentional with Utah's arena. I'm not sure. Train horn? Really? Again? You want to play this game? That shut him up. Sam versus... Before I was so rudely interrupted by that damn train. Jesus. That train is gonna be the death of me, I swear to God. Oy. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Third period of tonight's action is brought to you by Black and Gold Productions. Episode 398. Right? That's the number? Yeah, I know. Most recent episode of the Black and Gold Hockey Podcast is out now. It's on Spotify and on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts now. Episode... Hold on. Cast... 398. 398 episode Black Gold Hockey Podcast is available to stream on Spotify and Apple Podcasts right now. YouTube replay is up now. Make sure if you have not yet, head on over to blackandgoldhockey.com and go check out recent articles about the Bruins organization from NHL, AHL, ECHL, and the Boston Fleet. Here we go.
It took some time to make it come out right. You're burning up the inside. To breathe the lie is part of your design.
Third period.
And there's no changing your mind.
Bruins will be going from right to left in the home in the road whites. Utah in the home black with the blue trims. Going from left to right. Cameras are shaky. Third period underway. Here's Peterka. His shot goes up and out of play 11 seconds into the third period. Bruins got both their goals from David Pastrnak, his 72nd career two-goal game of his career. 395 career goals, tied with Ray Bourque for 6th. Corrali will take this draw against Cooley in the offensive zone in the Bruins zone. Utah's offensive zone. Shot as a face-off's won back by Utah. Sergachev around the net in front for Peterka. Broken up by Beecher. A shot's blocked by Corrali. Gunther. The return feed. Corrali gets it away. Gunther back to Sergachev. His shot, knuckleball, gets blocked down on the way to the net. Gunther in front. Pass comes all the way back down. This will not be icing as the Utah Mammoth did it themselves. They need to earn it. Yeah, they do. It's not going to be an easy win for the Bruins. They got to earn it by a good, solid third period. Schmaltz off Geeky's stick. Zadorov gets it and flips it in cross corner into the offensive zone. Lindholm drops it. Geeky, why is he trying to feed Pastrnak there? He's got to shoot that puck. Geeky's got to shoot there. Hayton across the line. Hayton to the front, broken up. Puck goes through Geeky's stick. Schmidt. Geeky gets it back from Schmaltz. Sends it up ahead. This is going to be icing. Geeky's got to shoot at that puck. To shoot at that net with that puck right there in that spot. I don't care if it goes in. Shoot. Shoot the puck! Shoot the puck! Hallelujah! It's that meme. Lindholm against McBain. You play on the podcast. Face-off tied up off the face-off. Utah comes away with it. It's McBain. Lindholm tying him up. Zadorov will get it. Plays it to Jokiharju behind his own net. Poke checked. Gets knocked down. He plays it around anyway. From his knees. Puck played out to the line. McBain keeps it in. Cross corner to Kraus. Poke check by Jokiharju. Zadorov will play it up the glass and out. Arvidsson racing for it. Here comes Arvidsson. Gets knocked off the puck by Sergachev. He'll get it back, though, 1-on-2 while his team changes. Puck played around the net. It's Ian Cole for Lawson Kraus. Across the line. Shot for Carcone. His shot gets tied up, and Peak throws McBain out of the Bruins net as he was sitting in the crease there. McBain from the seat of his pants. Saved by Korpisalo. 2:06 into the third. 2-2 the score. Blue Jays winning 4-0. Ooh. Stenlund against Minton. To the left of Korpisalo in his own zone. Minton wins the draw. Harris moves it ahead. Jeannot for Isamon. Guides it into the corner against Mata. Mata wins the battle. Bruins pinch. It's Peak. Stenlund's stick goes flying on it. He gets the puck back. Stenlund sends it ahead for O'Brien. Puck comes just outside the Utah line. Jeannot pinches. Gets it back in deep. Mata plays it around. Isamon just inside the line, kept in. Mata now in the near side corner. Puck goes through Lohrei. Lohrei kept it in off a stick lift against O'Brien. Puck worked in behind the net again. Need to get some solid possession and possess and shoot the puck on net. So about 3 minutes into the third. 2-2 the score. Bruins goals coming from Pasternak. Utah's from Cooley and Keller. Gunther against Pasternak. Schmidt shot to the net. Peterka put it just wide of the net on the near side. Gunther for Cooley. Good rotation from Utah. Marino over to Schmidt, right, left point. Off Gunther. Cooley behind the net. McAvoy tying him up. Now it's Pasternak. Flips it into the neutral zone. This puck lands. Geekie trying to work it free. Geekie trying to drop it for Lindholm as he didn't have an angle to go forward with it. And it's played around the net instead. Pasternak leaves it. Jokiharju in front. Lindholm trying to feed somebody that was waiting for it. Could not. Lindholm keeps it at the line. Chips it in behind the net. Pasternak with it. They need to get more centered to the net. Zadorov keeps it in. Jokiharju can't play the puck. It comes out. Zadorov cuts and gets it into the zone. Bruins will make a change. Puck comes just outside the Bruins, the Utah line. It's Keller. Beecher blocks the attempt from Kraus. Utah had too many men, it looked like. Maybe not. Beecher. Kastelik to the line. Peak just inside. Keeps it in deep. It's Beecher. In down low. Keller will get it away for Utah. Our captain right now? There is no captain. There are three alternate captains. McAvoy, Pasternak, and Hampus Lindholm. Beecher, Kastelik knocked down. Bruins are offside, and they will whistle it dead. The Bruins need to be more centered to the net. Take the shot at the net. Throw pucks at the goalie. Comment about Geeky not shooting the shot, that's weird. Nobody deleted it. You must have deleted it yourself. Because it says retracted, that means that you deleted it yourself. So you must have accidentally deleted it. Because nobody deleted it here. Zaka against McBain. Lorai over to McAvoy. It's dumped in around the net. Husnudinov grabs it on the forecheck. Arvidsson. Husnudinov tied up. Out to the line. Shot tipped by Arvidsson. Save the rebound. Arvidsson in front. Zaka trying to bat at it. Kepto out. McAvoy. In past Husnudinov. Zaka in there as well. Puck is popped up. Arvidsson. Zaka back to McAvoy. In around the net. Lorai kept in by Arvidsson inside the line. Arvidsson. Mata grabs it instead. McAvoy keeps it inside the line. Carcone grabs it from Husnudinov. 3-on-2 the other way for Utah. Shot save Korpisalo. Kraus takes it away. Arvidsson tied up. His helmet goes flying. How's that on a penalty? Arvidsson's got to go off. How's that on a penalty on Utah? Tanev delayed offside, and they're going to call it. Stenlund threw Arvidsson down and then ripped his helmet off. That's an automatic 2-minute penalty, right? 2-minute unsportsmanlike. Utah's had the first 4 shots in the third period. The Bruins had a good possession in the offensive zone. Just couldn't get anything to the net. Harris for Minton dumped in. Puck comes to Isamont. Fakes the shot. Shoots from the corner. Couldn't get it. Vanacek may have got a piece. I couldn't quite tell if it hit him or not. Now it's Tanev. Peak breaks it up. Over to Harris. Played around past Minton. And it's going to be another icing on Boston. The Bruin, that shot by Isamont is being counted as a Bruins shot on goal. It must have hit Vanacek. Jeannot to the box. Slashing? What? And now Pastrnak getting an explanation. What happened? No replay. Who knows? It's a phantom penalty out of nowhere. Didn't even see it. Jeannot to the box for hooking. Or slashing, I don't even know. WTF, I have no idea. Random penalties being called. Didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. This will be Utah's 5th power play of the game. I didn't even see it. Let's see. That's so soft. It was after the whistle. It was after the play. It was a light shot. It wasn't even anything too good. I mean, shouldn't even be interacting with them really, but that's kind of dumb. Utah 1 for 4 on the power play, 4 shots. To their first 4 power plays. Corrali waved out of the draw. Both men waved out. Cooley against Kastelik. Kastelik wins the draw. They took the Bruins shot away. So it's still even at 23, the shot department. McAvoy wrapping up Keller. Kastelik clears. Here's Sergachev. Zadorov blocked the pass to Gunther. Schmaltz for Keller, back to Schmaltz. Quick entry into the zone, off Corralian out. Here is Schmaltz back in his own end. Refs need a veer. No, no, they don't. Here is Gunther. Zadorov tying him up, knocks him into the corner. McAvoy takes it and clears it all the way back down. Here is Sergachev. Drops it for Hayton. Minute to go in the power play. Puck comes past Sergachev and out. Here is Keller. Crosses the line. It's Kraus. Out of the zone. Zacha with the good defensive pinch. 40 seconds to go in the power play for Utah. Nothing to the net yet. Not even really a setup. Here is Hayton. That's Peterka across the line for Kraus. Worked in deep. Kastelik gonna roll this puck out to the neutral zone. Barrett Hayton. Kastelik on his tail. Ahead for Peterka. Quick reentry for Utah. It's Kraus. Kept to the outside by Zadorov. Kastelik grabs it. Oh, he gave it right away. Oh, no. Here is Hayton. Out to Peterka at the line. Final seconds of the power play for Utah. McBain, backdoor. Nobody there. Killed off. Back to 5-on-5. Bruins kill it off. Nothing even got to the net. Not even a shot attempt on that power play for Utah. Love that. And the Bruins will reset. Here is Pasternak. Gets through a couple defenders. Gets it in deep on the backhand. Knocks into Ian Cole. Puck comes out. Peak will have to go get it back in his own end. Over to Harris. Geeky grabs the puck. Got poke checked by Marino. Tanev dumps it back in off the high glass. Geeky's got it. Feeds Lindholm. A little too much on the pass from Geeky. Geeky gets it back. Crosses the line. Lost possession there was Lindholm. Utah will get this puck out into the neutral zone. Harris over to Lowry, back in his own end. Geeky on the backhand. He'll dump in. Isamont first on it. In front for Minton. Couldn't get the pass through for Isamont. It got blocked. Cole. That puck comes to Schmaltz ahead for Keller. The Bruins got to get a little more pressure to the net. They don't have a shot on goal in the third period. Keller. Simashev shoots and it goes over Korpisalo. Play back to Keller, right point. Cuts. Here is Schmaltz out top. Rotation from Utah. And Isamont, good pressure, keeping him on the outside. Here is Schmaltz. Drops it for Keller. There's somebody in the Bruins crease. Isamont breaks it up. That's Minton, excuse me. Ahead past Isamont. Tanner Jeannot rolling puck. Jeannot whips it in off Mata. Bruins will go for a change. Bruins being held to no shots here in the third period as of now. Utah's controlled the entire time of the third period. Zacha flips it ahead for Arvidsson. He slips, and as he grabs the puck, he dumps it in deep. Kuznetsov tied up. That puck almost came in front for Zacha, and it could not get through. Here is Schmidt. Grabs the puck. Went to box to his Jeannot. Here is Gunther for Peterka. In front. Gunther put it wide. His puck comes in front. Kuznetsov, good takeaway. Peterka took it right back. One-timer. Score! That's what you get for no shots on the net in the third period, boys. Dylan Gunther, a one-timer. 3-2 Utah. That's what you get. You got what you deserved. You got what you deserved. You play like that, play games, you're going to get played. Was Korpisalo out of position? Yes, so I don't want to hear it, but also, play games, you can play games. All you want. Yep. Play games. See what happens. You don't throw pucks on the net in the third period in a tied hockey game, you're not going to win hockey games. End of debate. End of debate. Pasternak can't do it all. Just can't. Said that in my capstone about the Bruins. I have a podcast for my senior project about the Bruins. I said, he can't do it all. Beecher's shot went wide. Corrali put it just over the net on the rebound. Corpy on that goal? No way. Beecher got decked. Peak stick explodes, and he can't use it. It's a one-on-one. There's no goalie. There is no stick. Backdoor. Korpisalo, huge save. McAvoy sends it ahead. Pasternak turning over the puck in the neutral zone. It's been an issue. Geeky kicks it in deep. Marino in for Tanev. No, stop dumping the puck into the zone, you morons. Attack the line. Here they come. The Bruins have a 2-on-2. It's Lohrei. It's Lindholm with Pasternak, and they're just going to do nothing with it. Lindholm in front. Nobody there. Push the gas there. They need to go to the net. Attack the net. Lohrei enters the zone. Lohrei. He plays it around there? You play it around? You had two guys in front with no defense right there? You play it around? Dude, that's ridiculous. Read where the puck, where your players are, Mason. Keller. Gets it back on the return feed. Walks in. There is nobody covering Schmaltz right now. Nobody. Walks right in. Shot guided wide. Here comes Jeannot. 2-on-1 with Minton. Jeannot across. Oh my. Minton, you stupid son of a bitch. Play the puck, man. Oh my god, dude. You literally, if you play the puck, you have a goal. It's a tap in. Shoot the puck. Play the puck. Shoot the puck. It's not rocket science, Fraser. I know you're young. I don't have a ton of experience, but you don't have that. You're not that stupid. Trust me, I've seen you score on a 2-on-1 before. It's not rocket science, Fraser. Good God. Holy crap, man. Joka Hart as Peak knocked down Gunther. The Bruins have had 3 shot attempts in the third period. Utah's had 16. They're calling that? No, it's offside. That's offside. It's offside.
Yo, bro, it's October 19th. Okay, what about it? Yo, bro, it's October 19th.
67 days till Christmas. Soph, come on. Ducks tie with 35 seconds to go. What the hell? At what point do both Bruins goalies just quit? I'm asking the same question. Still got Halloween and Thanksgiving before Christmas? I agree. Any of you guys in chat traveling for the holidays? You know, at that point, if the pass you know is not going to connect with Minton, just shoot the puck. You have a good wrist shot. Stenlund wins the draw against Arvidsson as Zacha was waved out. Lohrei, stretch pass ahead, tape to tape. It's Arvidsson. Zacha drops it, and there's nobody there because McAvoy overcommitted. That's on McAvoy. That's on McAvoy. You got to read where that puck is, where that puck coming to you from. That's not on Zacha. Arvidsson drops it for Lohrei. Zacha dumps in the zone. In deep, Arvidsson tying it up. Cooley plays it along, and here comes Peterka for O'Brien. O'Brien, Jokiharju denies it. Husnudinov takes it away. Bruins in the middle of a change. Husnudinov waits. Arvidsson's shot is blocked all the way back to Logan Cooley in the neutral zone. Ugh. Put pucks on net. Logan Cooley. Pasternak takes it away, but he got it right back. It's Cooley. 3-on-2. Puck goes past Peterka wide. Sergachev puts it in deep. That puck comes right in front. Zadorov gets it away. Zadorov, nice cut. Sends it ahead past Pasternak. This puck is in the neutral zone. Geekie is forced to dump in. Corrali in on the forecheck. Pasternak tripped. Draws a penalty. Good job, Pasternak. Attaboy. Way to be a leader. It's going to be on Barrett Hayton. Bruins to the man advantage in a huge moment here. .509 to play. They go to commercial. The Bruins are one shot away from tying this game at 3. They need at least a point here. They can't afford to go 0 for 3 on the road trip without getting 0 points out of this. Ducks and Blackhawks in overtime tied at 1. He's going to win there. I'm going to call the Ducks. They tied it with 36 seconds to go. Both goals coming in the third period. Enough with the horns. All right. I will say one thing: the Bruins' effort has been better tonight than it was last night. That is for sure. It is better tonight. Has it still been enough? No. But it's been better. Utah will take the puck and clear it all the way back down. The Bruins are 1 for 3 on the power play, 6 shots on their first 3 power play attempts. They got a goal from Pasternak, and the Mammoth get it back off a turnover in the neutral zone. It's cleared back down. They need a goal. They can't afford to throw the puck away here. McAvoy for Geekie. Geekie, he is having trouble playing the puck. I don't know what's going on. McAvoy's hurt. McAvoy's hurt. Oh, my God, no. Oh, no. He's back up. He's going to go right off. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's hunched over. Oh, my God. Okay. Pasternak for Zacha. Pasternak's in. Shot! Might have just caught Vanacek, couldn't tell. Zacha. Geeky couldn't keep it in. 4:05 to go. Here is Lorai. Second unit coming out. It's Arvidsson off the on the return feed. Over to Yoki Haru. Drops it back to Lorai. Pasternak's still out there. McAvoy's hunched over on the bench. They're showing him here. Husnadinov out top. Lorai. Yoki Haru. Husnadinov with it. Arvidsson in the middle. Out to Yoki Haru. Kept it just inside the line. It's Lorai. Pasternak in front. What? Where are you throwing that puck, Pasternak? Where? Where are you throwing that puck, dude? In the middle. Arvidsson backhand saved by Vanacek. Kraus clears. A big penalty kill from Utah. Back to 5-on-5. Bruins had one shot in that power play and was kind of a weak one. Lorai dumps in. Isamont skates over the puck. Sergachev dumps it in. Zadorov tied up by Kraus at Jeannot. Around to Isamont. Guided ahead to Minton. 2:45 to go. Minton has a chance to refresh himself. Gets the puck back off a rebound and couldn't get it a clean shot away. He got poke checked by Vanacek. Here is Gunther for Peterka. Here is Logan Cooley. Has a man in front. Couldn't find him. Schmidt fires a shot. That goes over the net. Peak shovels it along. Puck is kept in. It's Peterka. In front. Zadorov gets it away, and Minton will poke it out of the zone. Keep our eyes on Korpisalo here. Blackhawks win in overtime. Watch for the goalie pull here. Bruins get it in the offensive zone. Lindholm spinning back, knocked down by Schmidt. Still no pull from Korpisalo yet. I'm not sure why. They had to sustain pressure in the offensive zone for a second. That's the time to do it. Here is Pasternak. He shoots. It's blocked. They pull Korpisalo. It's Nick Schmaltz. Extra for the empty net attempt. Shots blocked. Minute 20 to go in the game. The Bruins need one to tie. Here is Geeky. In the neutral zone. He turned it over. Empty net attempt. It's going to come back down. Lorai sent it to Zacha. Puck still... They can't pass the puck right now. Oh my god. They cannot pass the puck. Zacha for Pasternak in on net. It goes wide of Vanacek. Kraus will clear it all the way down. This is going to be icing with 48.7 to go in the third. If I'm Marco Sturm, I'm calling a timeout. Same with Steve Spott. I'm calling my timeout right now. And they're going to take a timeout. 48.7 timeout Boston. And I'm putting Jeannot out there for a front presence at the net. McAvoy's fine? Good. Yeah, there he is. He's coming out there. Geeky, Lindholm, Pasternak, McAvoy, Arvidsson, Zacha. I would have put Jeannot out there over Arvidsson. Just for a bigger man in front. Arvidsson's not a bad option because he's good at the front, but Lindholm will take this draw against Stenlund. Bruins win it. Geeky back out to McAvoy. McAvoy kept forced out of the zone. Bruins are offside, 40.4 to go. Brandon Tanev a little shaken up. .4. Two-man forecheck right there, dude. It's going to roll down. They have to keep Korpisalo in there because of the neutral zone faceoff. They're going to pull him again. Reverse back the other way. Unbelievable. Here is Pasternak. 20 seconds to go. They can't enter the zone properly. That's concerning with 6 on 5. That's concerning. Down to 10 seconds. Pasternak is being pinned in the corner. Puck kicked away from the net. Played around McAvoy. There's no left D-man. Here's Pasternak in the slot. Shot blocked. Rebound. The Bruins are on a 4-game losing streak for the first time all season. The Bruins threw the game away. They had the game won. They had the game won. If they had just kept the lead for longer than 5 minutes, they would have had the game won. And the Utah Mammoth beat the Bruins 3-2. And the Bruins fall to 3-4. And Utah will improve to 4-2. The Bruins have gone winless on this road trip. Second time it's happened in 5 years that they have gone winless on a 3-game losing road trip or more. Second time it has happened in 5 years. The Bruins seemingly cannot to muster at least a point on the road. If you can't put the puck in the back of the net against a backup goalie, which has happened 2 out of the 3 games, you're not going to win hockey games. You're just not. There's no dancing around it. If you don't put the puck in the back of the net against a backup goalie, you're not going to win hockey games, guys. My keys to the game tonight were stay out of the box, defend in your own zone, and execute on the power play. They did 2 of those things. They didn't do the third thing, and that's stay out of the box. They cannot stay out of the box again, and it's going to bite them in the ass until they get their heads out of it. Okay? It's going to bite them in the ass until they get their heads out of that ass, which is not going to happen. It won't happen. Because there's no discipline on this team. I will say one thing. Seeing Victor Arvidsson is very frustrating to me. I've seen enough. We can honestly put him on waivers tomorrow and I won't care. I've seen enough of Victor Arvidsson. It's been 6 games. I've seen enough. No, thank you. I'm good. Can we actually have that 5th round pick back that we traded for him in 27? I'll take that back, actually. Thank you. Charlie McAvoy is off to the worst start of his career so far. He has had 1 good game so far this season, and that was the first one. Fraser Mitten screwed the pooch on a 2-on-1, which you know. It's an easy pass for him to play. Easy pass. If he plays that puck, this game's tied at 3. We're going to overtime right now. Okay? I have seen enough. Okay? The Bruins were missing Middlestat tonight. I'm not sure why they sat him. The math doesn't add up to me why you sat Middlestat tonight. You're not going to win hockey games if you don't put the right people in place. I agreed with putting Husnudinov in. Putting Middlestat out was not a good idea. 3 of these games were very, very winnable. Very winnable. The only game that was not winnable was the Colorado game last night. You lose to Tampa on Monday. That was a winnable game. You lose to Vegas on Thursday. Vegas couldn't get out of their own way. They just had more goals than you at the end of the day. That was a winnable game. Saturday, you could not get Saturday you couldn't get out of your own way. That wasn't really winnable. Tonight was winnable. Utah was doing so well until they weren't. They didn't play the cleanest game in that third period. The Bruins couldn't take advantage of Utah's mistakes. Mistakes led to the Bruins' second goal tonight. It was a turnover in the neutral zone, which led to a 2-on-1, and Pastrnak buried it. Okay? That's what happened. There was other times where Utah turned the puck over in their own zone. The Bruins could not convert. This game was not Korpisalo's fault. Was he out of position for that third goal? Yes, but can't blame it on him fully. Not at all. I'd blame like 10% of it on him, honestly. He was good tonight. He didn't deserve this loss. Not to me, he didn't. He didn't deserve that. He kept the Bruins in it. Yeah. Morgan Geekie had a bad game. Lindholm didn't have a great game. I can go down the roster. I'll go down the roster and I'll tell you if they had a good game or not. Here we go. You want to hear this? Zacha had an assist. Okay, fine. He had an alright night. Beecher, didn't really notice him past the first period. Lindholm, no. It was kind of, yeah. Geeky, no. He had a bad game. Kaslik was okay. He had a fight. That was pretty good. He had an alright game. Corrali was pretty good defensively in the penalty kill. Arvidsson did not have a good game. I've seen enough of Arvidsson. Eastmont didn't really notice him. Jeannot had a pretty solid night. Pastrnak had a great night. He scored both the Bruins' goals. Husnudinov had a pretty solid night. Mitten did not have a good game. I thought he looked good against Vegas. Lohrei did not have a good game. Yoki Haru did not have a good game as per usual. Peak had an okay game. Same with Harris. McAvoy had an assist. Didn't make up for the defensive errors. He did not have a great game. Zadorov had a good game. Korpisalo had a good game. I'm putting Arvidsson on waivers to see if anybody claims him. I am. I don't care why. I don't care what the situation is, whether he gets claimed or not. Make the message clear. He cannot be on this team anymore if he's playing like that. He cannot. Deserve to win meter. Bruins win that game 30% of the time. Utah wins it almost 70% of the time. Can't happen. I just can't happen. I don't think the Bruins played a good third period. I think the Bruins looked really good in the first 40 minutes overall. Like, their pressure was there. They looked like they cared. The third period, they absolutely laid a goose egg. In the period, they cannot. They cannot do that. They did. They got outshot 8-3 in the third period when they were losing. What do you expect? What are the strategies from Sturm looking like in the third period? The last 3-4 games. What are they? Neutral zone trap? Great. Forecheck? Not great. Shot mentality? Not great. You were out shooting Utah 23-19 going into the third period. You finished getting outshot 27-26. Third period strategies need to change. Game management needs to change. Because they just don't know how to defend. They don't know how to defend a lead. And they don't know how to attack when down. Last night exposed it. Tonight confirmed it. Trade Arvidsson for what? Who would take Arvidsson right now? Who? Who would take Arvidsson? That's my first and only question. Who would take Victor Arvidsson? And what would you get back for him? There's like zero trade value there. Let's get Josiah in here. Josiah, how you doing?
I was doing better 3 hours ago. All right. Chat, I thought it would take longer than 7 games to make me already facepalm this much.
Oh, boy.
But Arvidsson needs to go. I know we've already talked about this, but that's the pathetic performance. Not even just that. I mean, he's doing, like, Pee-wee stuff. He's doing, like, these spinorama ballerina type garbage, trying to just throw it into the middle, trying to get any sort of connection pass, which that's one thing I'll get to, but that needs to stop if they are going to keep him around, which they shouldn't. So if they waive, I hope Arvidsson doesn't waive back because we don't want him here. He is unbelievably garbage. I have had so many issues with him. I said from day one that he shouldn't be on this roster, yet, what do I know? I'm just a fan. So that's a number one problem. Number two, the defense is ridiculous. I don't know if this is a defensive problem. I don't know if this is a coaching problem. I don't know what problem it is, but having 4 white jerseys around 1 or 2 Mammoth players while you have 3 other guys on either the outside near the blue line or by the circle, I don't know what it is, but having all this, it was happening all freaking night where 1 or 2 Utah players were wide open either in the slot or by the circle, just berating Korpisalo with all these crazy shots. And I'm like, why are we all circling one guy? Is this a defense problem? Is this a coaching problem? I don't know, but you got to fix it because you're leaving these guys out to dry. That's one huge problem that needs to be fixed is that defensive core. I don't know if you want to jump in before I continue about the defensive issue here.
I'm with you. It's really funny that the team that is rooted, the Sturm structure is defensive base, is really having a tough time with the defense right now.
It's insane.
It's honestly mind-boggling. I will give them this.
Mm-hmm.
As a team, overall, they played better tonight than they did last night.
It couldn't get much worse. I mean, I agree.
Boy.
Yes, they did play better tonight, but how can you get worse than getting completely dominated by the Avalanche? I mean, I get it. Their team is much, much better than the Utah Mammoth. I get it, but it couldn't have gotten worse. Like, if you played worse against the Mammoth, you should be going, like, you should not be even playing in the NHL at all.
Yeah.
So defensive collapses, again, coaching or players, I don't give a crap which one it is. Figure it out. Passing. Why are we passing either in the middle of the ice where you're either getting intercepted or you're freaking shooting rockets out of your butt to the other guy that they can't handle it because you're shooting it so hard towards the center of the ice that either your receiver can't handle it or whatever it is. I don't understand what it is, whether it's coverage or what. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking football here. Like, the coverage is insane on the people down the ice. You can't get it over there. Again, Arvidsson's doing these ballerina moves where I don't know where he thinks that's going to go. Attacking the blue line is insane. I mean, I could keep going on. Like that's the dump and chase. It feels like Jim Montgomery all over again.
No,
where you're
it feels like Claude Julien is what I'm seeing here.
That's more like it. Yeah,
It
Claude
feels like
Julien,
I'm
the dump
watching
and
Claude
chase.
Julien hockey. And trust me, Claude Julien the words are hard. Resurge the fan base in Bruins hockey again, right? He helped his core and his structure helped the Bruins play better hockey. I understand that. What I don't understand is why in 2025, it has been 5 years. I have been streaming this team for 6 seasons now. This is my 6th season. And we still have not figured out a way to enter into the offensive zone properly on a power play. I will say this here. I said this on the podcast. I said this last night. I will say it again tonight. The neutral zone drop pass is the most stupid and pointless thing in the history of the NHL. Why? Let me explain. So if you dump the puck in, so if you have to go forecheck, right? If you drop the puck back in the neutral zone, back to one of your guys that are back there, it makes the guy that dropped it to go stationary. It stops all forward momentum. So how about we just do this? Eliminate the drop pass altogether, and we just have the first guy attack the line and get into the zone cleanly. I know it's a crazy concept.
It's crazy, dude. I don't know why you'd ever suggest something that the Utah Mammoth have figured out in 2 seasons of existence.
And the Colorado Avalanche figured it out pretty well last night. We saw Nathan MacKinnon just fly into the zone. Imagine if Pastrnak used his speed like that and got his way into the zone and set up shop like that, we wouldn't be having this issue. The Bruins might have 2 times the power play goals they've already got this year. They got 4. They might have 6 or 7, maybe 8.
I mean, that's my main issue with this team, with the blue line issues. Like, first of all, you're the Boston freaking Bruins. This is something you should be good at. And not just that, Utah, a few years ago, which was the Arizona Coyotes, was the bottom of the league. And then you transfer. Last year, you're the Utah Hockey Club. Now you're the Mammoth. You've been in existence for 2 years. They are completely rebuilding. The Coyotes haven't been competitive for freaking years. And then Utah is finally becoming a playoff team. They're just figuring it out. And they were running you off the ice. They were just waltzing into your zone pretty much the entire night. There was no defensive structure there. They just waltzed right in because they know how to enter the blue line. You know what they don't do? They don't just flick it in there and expect to go win every single puck battle every single time. They actually enter the zone with the puck in possession. It's unbelievable that, I mean, how many times did the Bruins actually try entering the zone other than the dump and chase? Like 3 times tonight? Maybe? I don't know.
The only time they enter the zone on a non-dump and chase situation is when they have an odd man rush.
Yeah.
They don't really enter the zone even on even, like 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Not really. No. They choose to dump the puck in and go on the outside and go for a forecheck, which works sometimes. Not all the time, and it clearly didn't work tonight because the Bruins lost tonight. They got outworked, they got outplayed, got outsmarted, and it showed. It showed because the Bruins just did not know how to attack the blue line, and they didn't know how to keep the big guns for Utah quiet. And, I thought there was a couple of chances that the Bruins had in the game, and especially in the second period, that they could have scored on if they just didn't get out of their own way. I thought the Corelli and Kastelic 2-on-1, I thought if Kastelic had threw it more glove side, it probably would have gone in. He threw it blocker side, which created that big scramble, and Corelli almost whacked it in. I think if he had gone in glove side, that's a goal. Exactly, Victoria. Zadorov, the only one who takes the puck and actually drives into the zone. Put Zadorov on the power play and have him enter the zone every time. Or most of the time.
That's a freaking problem that your defenseman's doing that more than anybody else.
Yeah. But look at Zadorov. Do you know when he enters the zone with speed? You know how much he's a freight train. Freight train express, not going to be stopped anytime soon until he gets in his own way. If he enters the zone, goes around the net, looks for a centering pass in front, or sets up shot back at the blue line, you're set up. Oh, and by the way, Morgan Geeky, I'm talking to you, buddy.
Oh, God.
First of all, Sam, I know we probably haven't met yet. Morgan, if you're gonna have a puck right in front of the net in the third period when you're losing, and there's a drop pass to Pasternak that's gonna be interrupted by 2 Utah sticks, shoot the puck. I don't care if it goes in. Shoot the puck. That's an idea. Oh, and another thing. Steve Dangle was getting upset last night because the Bruins traded Carlo to the Leafs. Now they want Mitten and the first back. Toronto, do you want Mitten back? Because we could use a guy like Brandon Carlo. We could use a guy like Brandon Carlo right now on our defense.
Anyone but Brandon Carlo, man.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Yoki Haru is the most useless defenseman I've seen in my life. And I've been a fan long enough to see John Michael Lyles in a Bruins uniform. Yoki Haru is definitely up there with Lyles, Forbert, Tyler Lewington, and a boatload of bullshit. So, and Mitten, he had that one goal. Great. He's defensively responsible. Great. He's a forward. He's supposed to put the puck in the back of the net. He can't even play the puck on a 2-on-1. It's a simple pass from Jeannot to play. You're taught how to play that pass in pee-wee level hockey. And the puck wasn't bouncing. He just didn't play the puck.
Speaking of pee-wee hockey,
Oh boy.
I think we need to have a pee-wee coach go into the Bruins locker room and be like, "Hey guys, here's a rule that you should probably learn when you're just figuring out how to play hockey. Control your stick. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, why did you have 5 penalties tonight that involved you misusing your stick? Lindholm with hooking, Zadorov with tripping." David Pasternak with hooking, Yoki Haru with a tripping call, and Tanner Jeannot with a slashing.
Yeah.
5 penalties that involves your stick. Get control of yourself.
Keep your sticks on the ice, guys. It's not rocket science. Keep them out of people's skates, and you're not gonna have any issues.
Shudder.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I mean, the Bruins had 3 shots in the third period, man. Like,
3.
what else do we have to say?
I feel like I turn into a broken record. We're only in Game 7, by the way. We're only 7 games into the season. We still have 75 games to go.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're gonna get killed in your own building on Tuesday, aren't you?
I don't know about that.
I mean, yeah, Florida's been shaky, but
Florida's
still.
been shaky.
I mean, if you can't beat the Mammoth,
I wouldn't say they're gonna get killed. I hope they're probably not gonna win, but I don't know if they'll get killed because Florida Boston, that's a big rivalry, and but I think there is one positive that you can actually two positives you can take out of this game. Pasternak scoring again,
twice.
so that's good. And Korpisalo wasn't completely shit tonight. He has moments, but if it wasn't for him, I think this game would be a lot different, and not in a good way.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't for the Korpisalo versus DiPietro debate. I don't think DiPietro would have made a few of the saves Korpisalo made tonight. Hate to be that guy. I know Providence is 4-0. I understand they're 4-0. They're off to a great start. All great. Fantastic. DiPietro's never played in the NHL consistently. He's got like 7 career starts in the NHL. And you want to win hockey games? And I know it's not really working. It's going to sound really ironic coming from me. You want to win hockey games with your goaltenders? You got to put your most experienced guys out there. I don't know. I had a conversation with Brett Chavs, who's the new main voice of the Providence Bruins now. Congratulations on that to Brett. He's a friend of mine, and I asked him, I said, what would DiPietro have to do to get called up to the NHL? And he said, it's something against his play. There would have to be a goaltending injury. So, God forbid, pending an injury, God forbid, he's going to be down there for a little bit. So there's that.
Okay, can I address something really quick?
What's up?
All right, Connor, I gotta address you real quick. I mean, half of what you said is right, half of what you said is so wrong. Putting McAvoy and Geeky on a list of players gone is absolutely outrageously stupid. Like that, you can't. No. McAvoy had a bad game. He's been a slow start. I understand that. He's one of your best defensemen on the majority of the time. Geeky, good player, had a bad night. I get that. Arvidsson, totally agree with. Jokiharju, depends on the day. Minton, honestly, call me crazy and say I'm stupid. I'm not okay with letting Minton go yet. I think he has value. I think he's a good player. I just feel like he had a really bad night.
Here's what my proposal. Patra comes up, Minton goes down. Thoughts?
Yes. Thank you.
Cool. Just to see what we got.
Minton goes down.
Cool. I wanted to make sure we were on the right page about that.
Yep.
100%. And then if Arvidsson gets cut from the team, Blue Mel comes up. Or you can go Lysell. Lysel's had a great start in Providence. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not the biggest Lysell fan due to off-ice issues. Not a big fan.
Yeah.
But
in a perfect world, I would say Jokiharju, Minton go down, McAvoy, Geeky stays, Arvidsson gets waived. And I hope he doesn't waive back.
Jokiharju can't go down. He's got a one-way contract.
Well, that sucks.
Minton might be on a two-way. Let me check. If he can't, we can just send him straight down. We don't have to worry about that. I think he could use a few games in Providence. I'm not going to lie to get his motivation back because not that he's been played completely horrible, but he hasn't been great.
I want to ask you this question. Who do you think is to blame for the absolute defensive collapse of let's send every defenseman into one corner of the ice and leave everybody open? Is that the players or the coaching?
Mix of both. My personal opinion.
Yeah,
let's see
I don't
here.
want to start looking at Sturm already, but oh man.
Hasn't been amazing.
Yeah.
Doesn't say. Is it a two-way? Doesn't say on Puckpedia. You'd think it would say it on Puckpedia, right?
He signed a 3-year deal, $9 million with Boston on June 30th.
3-year. No, he signed it on. He signed at the beginning of last season with the Leafs. 3 years, 3 years at $8.16 per year. $8.16 per year, so that's not much. He's a free agent in 26-27. Great. Is it a two-way?
I do not
Doesn't
know.
freaking say.
First of all, let me just say it is completely unacceptable to go out on a road trip with 6 available points and you set a donut on the scoreboard.
I would have taken 2 or 3 out of 6. Honestly, I would have been fine with that.
I would have been fine with. Well, yeah, honestly, I expected them to lose against the Avalanche, and I was like, all right, Knights are a toss-up, but if you lose on a huge deal, as long as you take care of business against the Mammoth, and they said nope. So, yeah, going 0 for 6 is just outrageous. Like, you can't lose all 6 points out of a West Coast trip like that. You got to take at least 2.
No.
I just saw a meme. It's a guy looking at the Bruins logo. I'm having a bad day. Bruins logo says, not bad enough. Let's make it worse.
Yeah. Fair enough. I believe it is a 2-way contract. If it is, I would give him the Matt Patra treatment and send him down for a little bit because I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of him. Not gonna lie, not liking it.
Who?
Minton.
Yeah. Piss and vinegar strikes again. Thanks, Don and Cam. You guys are heroes. Ugh.
What am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? They didn't fix their actual issues. They signed piss and vinegar, and that costed them big time. Why? Because you wanted to wait till the 26 free agent class that you're not gonna have enough money to pay for because you paid 3.4 to frickin' Tanner Janelle anyway. Oh, the Falcons just scored a touchdown. Is that Bijan? It is.
Yeah, it's. I don't know, man. I mean, I had so little expectations for this team, but this is just sad.
I actually had some expectations for this team because they said that this wasn't going to happen again, and it's happening again. You know, the players said they were not going to let this happen again. Well, guess what, boys? You're letting it happen again. How are you going to get out of it?
Ugh, dude, like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, again, as you said, broken record, it's the same things. Like, it feels like we're watching a different game than the coaching staff is, because it feels like they're not addressing anything, or the players are flat out ignoring it and just doing whatever the hell they want.
Which, if that's the case, get the hell off my team.
Yeah.
At that point.
I don't know. I have a feeling that this team is going to get worse before it gets better. Like, it's just like, it's the same thing where it feels like the Bruins management tries to put Band-Aids on the team. Like, oh, let's just make them a little bit better and just Band-Aid this, Band-Aid that. I'm like, you got to make some major changes. I mean, first of all, bringing Sean Corrali back, I still don't understand that. I mean, I like Sean Corrali as a guy, but what the hell has he done this year so far? He's gotten into like one fight, which I saw live, which was cool, but I'm not paying a guy almost $2 million a year to fight. Like,
he's got a goal.
Yay, I guess. Like, okay. So is Arvidsson, right?
No.
Oh, he hasn't scored yet.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. He has an assist. Sorry. Which $4 million for Arvidsson? Oh my god.
Well, it's the final year. Thank God, it's the final year of a contract.
It's a no movement clause on it though. Can't be traded, sent to the minors, or waived without player approval.
Right. So if he wants out, if we say, hey,
we want you out.
We would like to trade you. He can waive
He's
it.
gonna say, yeah.
So, $4 million contract for a 5th round pick, and somehow the 5th round pick has more value. That's crazy.
I mean, call me really crazy. I freaking love David Pastrnak, and I hope he never leaves. Am I crazy to say that within the next 3 years, it's a really high possibility he's gonna want out of Boston?
No, you're not.
I mean, I freaking love the dude, and I hope he stays, like, his whole career. But, dude, he can't keep doing this. Like, if he wants to win a cup, I'm going to not lie to you, I don't think he's going to do it here. Unless they do something crazy in these off seasons. I mean, he's been here for 3 years. I mean, he got signed right after that crazy good year. We've done nothing since. And, like, it feels like this is going to be another Connor McDavid situation. Where, like, the Bruins aren't going to do anything done, and, like, he's going to reach the end of his contract if he's still here, and he's going to be like, all right, I'll give you a few more chances, but if you don't help me get even close to the playoffs, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean,
and you know what the first thing they're going to do? Dude. The first thing that they're going to do is can Sturm. You know, that's the first thing they're going to do. They're not going to actually look internally. They're going to fire
because that's their solution for everything. They're like,
right.
Oh, it's not the players, it's the coaching. It's not the coaching every time. The players you have on your team suck. That's your problem. Yeah. You have Arvidsson paying them $4 million a year to do what? Like, that's what I can't stand about this franchise, is every single time there's a problem, they fire the coach. I mean, we've had how many coaches in the past freaking, 4 years?
Cassidy, Montgomery, Sacco, Sturm.
You've had, technically, one a year.
So, you've had, let's see, here, hold on a minute. So, under Sweeney, Julian, Cassidy, Montgomery, Sacco, Sturm. So that's 5 coaches in a decade.
But that's because he had Julian for a long time.
You also had Cassidy for a long time. But 5 coaches in a decade is not a great look.
No.
Especially if you look into the details about it. You had 3 coaching changes in 4 years. This is my 4th different coach of a team that I've covered.
And this is why I scream it all the time. Everyone's like, oh, fire the coach, fire the coach. Maybe it's not the coach. It's maybe because you won't put your money where your mouth is and actually make this team freaking liable, and you just scrape up whatever is still cheap on the market. Like, freaking, like, you know, you get freaking Jeffrey Vial or something just because you feel like it. I mean, nothing against the kid. I think he's a good player, but, like, you're just firing coaches. You're like, oh, the team sucks. We're just going to fire the coach. That'll fix the problem. No, the coaches aren't skating out there on the ice.
Yeah.
Like, take some responsibility and say maybe the players aren't doing so well. I mean, you saw it before where, like, obviously when they wanted, you know, it felt like everyone was like, oh, they wanted a new coach because the last, like, 10 games with Jim Montgomery, they only, like, won 2 or 3, whatever it was. And then the moment Sacco came in, they won, like, 4 straight or something like that. And they're like, oh, it's got to be the coaching. That happens. People go on winning streaks. Teams go on losing streaks. This stuff happens. You can't just say, oh, it was the coaches. Like, this is a huge, like, you know, pet peeve, as you can tell with me, is I hate when teams blame the coaches. Now, there are some circumstances where, yes, the coaching was the problem.
Yeah.
Like, I will say Cassidy was a huge problem for the Bruins. Like, I totally am with it when they got rid of Cassidy. I'm still pissed about the Montgomery trade. I mean, I think he wanted to be, or not trade, but the firing of him. I know he wanted to be in St. Louis. I still think he had so much more potential left. I'm not shocked they didn't bring Sacco back. I thought they would even, like, they would consider him maybe for, like, a different position, but just to kind of can him all together was kind of weird.
Nah, not surprised.
I mean, I don't think he did terrible with what he had. I mean, he had a pretty terrible Bruins team, and he tried his best. And obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, they finished pretty dead last, but...
All right. The Bruins had an end-of-year press conference last April. I'm going to run through some of the quotes.
Oh, no.
Charlie Jacobs started off with, "We owe you a better team." Still waiting for that better team, by the way.
Yep.
Says results were unacceptable. Still are unacceptable. Neely and Sweeney are in the right spot to bring a Stanley Cup back in Boston. Really? Okay. Accepts responsibility for frustration from fans. Yep, still frustrated. Says he reset the deepened prospect pool. He did do that.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to grow scoring. Did not do that.
Nope.
Special teams and goaltending. No, it's not good enough. No, defense wasn't great even with injuries. Still looking for that. Playoffs are absolutely in the question for this upcoming season. Really? Okay. Just making the playoffs isn't the goal. The goal is winning the Stanley Cup. You're barely going to make the playoffs if you make it at all. Currently in extension talks to Morgan Geekie. Well, they got that done. Nice job. They should get back to more of a goalie tandem. I've been screaming that. Ticket prices will not be going down. Well, they will be when your team sucks again. Not satisfied with all the draft picks. Yeah, I can imagine. Elias Lindholm and Nikita Zadorov have underperformed. It speaks for itself. No regrets with the way he handled the firing of Jim Montgomery. He wants to have a coach in place by free agency beginning. He did have that. He wants the play. Charlie Jacobs wants the playoffs with a big summer. Tanner Jeannot was your biggest signing. You're not gonna have a playoff run if Tanner Jeannot is your biggest signing.
I was gonna say, what big summer? Like,
Yeah.
What was your big summer? Bringing back a Bruin? Like, oh, we got Sean
Ooh,
Corrali back.
Sean
Everyone's
Corrali.
gonna be so happy now.
Ooh.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. That was that press conference that happened back in April.
Dude, I'm gonna be using a walker by the time the Bruins get a Stanley Cup again. Like,
I'll be gone, dead, and buried by the time they do that. You kidding me? I'll be gone. Living
so
in
what
another
you're saying
life.
is the only time you and I are gonna witness a Stanley Cup win is in 2011.
We keep this up.
Which I'm still salty about 13 and 19, but
13 I'm not
whatever.
really salty about. 19 I am.
Well, 13 we blew it. I mean, we were
Well,
up 2-1.
yeah, but they weren't even supposed to win that series, so 19, they were supposed
Still,
to win
I mean-
that series. I know they blew it.
Yeah,
I know
Game
they blew
7, Rask decided to crap himself. Yeah, I agree.
it. It's 10:21.
thank-
We should probably wrap stream here.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I appreciate the conversation. We should probably wrap stream. Bruins lose 3-2 to the Mammoth. They're on a 4-game losing streak. The road trip from hell is over with nothing to show for it. Sounds about right. Tuesday, they take on the Panthers. Friends will be in the room. It should be interesting to see what happens on Tuesday night. I will see you all then. If you have not yet, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the post notifications bell, follow me on social media. Links are down below in the description. And, well, I will see you on Tuesday for Bruins Panthers as Marchand will be returning back to the Garden. See you on Tuesday.